What's up, guys? Sixers second half live reactions. Let's go.
Let's go. This ain't the fuck like forces think he stink.
Oh shit!
It's gone.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Fan Friday. As always, I'm your host, Jake Friel, along with Pete Young and Dan. Got a jam-packed show for you guys tonight. Obviously, we're going to be talking about the Sixers versus Cavs live reactions. Sixers are down currently 73-80. Been killing us in the paint, so it's not looking good, but we're coming back. So hopefully the Sixers can pull out a win. We'll be talking about the MLB lockout as well. The lockout continues. Rob Manfred's a clown. And as always, call-ins. Message our social medias on our Facebook, Instagram, even our Twitter. Being like, hey, I want to come on. Want to talk about the lockout. Want to talk Sixers. Want to talk this, that, football. Obviously, the combines are going on right now. So whatever you want to talk about, the floor is yours. The floor
Mark Cooper.
But before we get into it, the show for tonight is brought to you by Gleason's Bar. Gleason's Bar is located at 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, PA. Use promo code A2D for 10% off your order whenever you dine in, take out, or order online. The promo code, again, is A2D for 10% off your order. And our poll question for tonight is also brought to you by All Campus. All Campus is giving 20% off everything in their store, including hats, shirts, team cornhole sets, to all our subscribers. So just go to our YouTube, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share it around, tell your friends. More importantly, subscribe when you go to John's store in Ocean City, New Jersey. Be like, hey, I'm a subscriber. Bam, 20% off. Can't beat it. A little money, make a little money. I'm dead. You can't beat it. But poll question for tonight: Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Tyrese Maxey are the best trio in the NBA. Agree or disagree? Dan?
I mean, they're playing great right now. I think it's a little too early to say that they're the best trio in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you asked me, like, are they the best, like, the last, like, I mean, I know it's been 4 games for them or 3 or 4 games for them, but the last week, then yeah, I would 100% agree with it. But Maxey's still a puppy. Like, I still got to see more from him.
Yeah.
As much as I love his game, as much as I'm encouraged by his as I say that he gets another fucking 3.
He just drained a 3.
I mean, the kid, yeah, you can't deny like what he does, but
there he is
another year, and I see this stuff, and he even takes it to another level, then I'm right with it.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, I'm gonna disagree.
What do you say, Pete?
I'm going to disagree just because they've only really played 3 games together, and it's been an impressive 3 games, or I guess 4 counting tonight. But even with that, like, there's just I haven't seen enough. Like, I feel like if I can get like 10 or more games of them together and see what the record is and be able to see what the individual performances are, you can get a better sense. But as of right now, they're gelling together, which is really nice. Harden is making it way easier for Embiid. He doesn't have to stand at the foul line the whole time, which is nice. He's able to get down low and get his easy buckets, and they're doubling the fuck out of him or of Harden, so Embiid's getting easy buckets.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention the effect that he's having on Harden's having on Maxey, where he's whispering in his ears like, oh, you coming to play, kid? Is that what we're doing tonight? We playing basketball? I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that he's being the annoying pit bull in Maxey's ear. Like, it's great. And it's trying to bring out the dog in the kid. Because Ben was never doing that. Ben wasn't like, oh man, did you come to play? Ben's just probably like, go get my water, like an asshole. Like it's an impressive start by the three, but like obviously we're gonna need to see more. Like, I mean, it's already off to a better start than Brooklyn's big three.
Yeah. What they lost their first game when Kyrie came back, right?
Yeah, to the Cavs by double digits.
Yeah, and Kevin Durant put up 31, I believe.
Oh no, they lost back-to-back games to the Cavs. By the way,
back-to-back. Okay.
Yes.
You hate to see it. And from all indications, it looks like at least some reporters in New York are saying New Jersey, if you want to be technical, but some reporters over there are saying that they believe Ben might not even play this year. So
I don't see that happening.
Like, I don't see that happening either.
Some playoff times, if they even make it, because they're kind of pushing the 8th seed right now.
They're in the what is it, the play-in game, right?
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the Nets don't make the playoffs? And like the Sixers, I'm not saying the Sixers are going to the finals. I'm not an idiot like Joe Giglio, where it's like, oh, it's finals or bust. They have to at least make the finals, or it doesn't count. No, it's Eastern Conference Finals or bust, in my opinion.
That's what it's at.
Like, can you imagine that? Like, imagine Sixers make the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Mm-hmm. And then the Nets don't even make the playoffs. I got an even better one. Imagine in back-to-back years the Sixers win the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
For like the first time in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It's such an exciting time. Like that's why I tell everyone, like, I know we're getting on a little track, but like this off season is so clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can make or break the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can set yourself up for big things, whether it's a Bradley Beal, whether it's getting rid of Tobias Harris and bench guys like Danny Green and Furkan Korkmaz and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Whether you're going out and you're getting a really nice wing player, maybe Gary Harris, you know, like the sky's honestly the limit. And honestly, at this point with Daryl Morey, I don't believe there's anything you can't do.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at the change in the way he has changed this roster in like what, like a 2-year period?
Yeah.
It's utterly ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Like we swapped out, what was it? Josh Richardson, Al Horford, and Ben Simmons for Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, and who else? Who am I missing? Maxey Thibault? No. Never mind. But yeah, I know what you're saying. But yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely, it's crazy. But the Sixers are down 83-79. They went on a bit of a run, and now they've kind of been meh.
All right, you know what we need? I think we need some Harden threes.
I'll gladly take that. Harden's got the ball right now, so we'll see if a little magic happens. Uh-oh. I thought he was going to do it. Nope. He wasn't going to do it. But
I need like 9 points and 3 threes.
Yeah. There you go, Matt. Dude, listen, real quick, and then I'll answer the poll question. Tyrese Maxey is going to be a problem, and he is a problem.
Yep.
It's absolutely amazing what this kid has done in just his second year.
Yep.
And the game that me and Dan went to, we didn't go together, but we met up after the game. But it's just some of the moves that Maxey's making. It's just it's insane.
The spin around three.
Yeah, the spin around 3 was ridiculous. The what do you call it? The one there was another move too where he would have had a dunk, but he missed it. Where he like faked the dude out and it made him look ridiculous. But and it goes back to Pete's thing again with the addition of Harden, how much of an impact it's had on Maxey. Now he was already going up as far as just projections and numbers compared to his rookie year, but I feel like since Harden's gotten here, he's flipped a script. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. But I'm going to disagree with the poll question. Again, the poll question is Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Tyrese Maxey are the best trio in the NBA. Agree or disagree? I'm going to disagree just because, like you both said, it's been just 3 games now, 3.5 technically, since we're already done with the first half here. But I'm going to throw a number at you real quick. In their first 3 games together, Joel Embiid, 34, 37, 27. James Harden, 27, 29, 26. Tyrese Maxey, 28, 21, and 25. They are the first trio of teammates to score 20-plus points in their first 3 games together in NBA history.
Wow.
So, again, I disagree as of right now. I think you still need more time. There's a lot more games that need to be played. There's a lot more tougher opponents that you have to face. So I want to also see how they not gel. I don't want to say gel because they've been gelling really well, but just how they do against tougher opponents, against like your Milwaukee's, your Miami Heats who are playing tomorrow. So it's exciting. It's really exciting to where the trajectory of this team's going. But at the end of the day, not yet. I'm not going to jump around and say, oh, this is the best trio ever. Statistically, they're on that road to be, but not yet. Not yet. It's way too early. Give me the rest of this season. Let me see how far they go. Because the thing is, too, they're going to get better. Because this is still a new thing for everybody. Having James Harden in here, having just this nucleus of guys all together. So give them more time, more games, and it's going to you're going to get more production and more. Oh, I thought Harden was going to do it. But, yeah.
Look at Tobias the last 2 games. He's averaging, like,
yeah.
The last 2 games he's had 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Like, if that's who he is, he's the 4th guy, and you're putting up 13 to 15. I'm good, homie. That's great. Thanks, brother.
Sixers down 87-85.
We were just down
close.
82, 80, 85, 82. What is this?
It's oh my god.
What?
They're just calling fouls on everything. So these past 2 games, the refs have just been so whistle happy. It's insane. But
The NFL refs?
yeah, right. Cavaliers up 87-85 with 4 minutes left in the third.
All right,
They're
you know what
looking
we
good.
need? Harden 3.
I'll take a couple Harden threes.
Also,
Matt
Embiid-
Maxey so far.
Embiid
far
needs
in
my
the second half
4
is-
points for him.
Yeah. Well, we'll get that. That I'm not worried about. But again, like I said, there's still a lot of basketball left to be played. There's a lot of stuff going on. So it's exciting. Oh, wow. So Matisse Thybulle right now at 5 fouls. So you're probably not going to see him till the latter half of the fourth quarter. So, but we'll see. Because Harden's at what, 3, right?
For what?
He's at 3 fouls, I think, right now.
Yeah, that's probably
or 4.
that's probably what's hurt the game as much as it has.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's these dumb fouls too that are just brutal.
Yep.
So,
You know it's a
that's
bad
good.
night when Harden's in foul trouble.
Yeah. Well, they got him into foul trouble early, so.
Yep.
But again, I mean, they're moving the ball a lot better, I should say, than they were in the first half. So. The
There you go,
defense has been
Jake.
showing
Way to
up.
use
There's
correct
Shake.
grammar.
Bang.
Yeah, Shake's actually been really good tonight.
Tonight, yeah, he's been very good.
And
But
imagine that. Imagine if you're able to get something out of him like it was a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Shake's a bad player. He's a good player.
I
He's a
don't
good
think
bench
he is
piece.
either. But as I told people at the beginning of last season, I said I wanted to trade him, and they're like, "You're insane. He's like a superstar in the making." And I'm like, "Relax."
Yeah. Yeah, the Sixers are down 91-88 with 3:16 left.
And that
in
was
the
my
third.
whole thing with Maxey at the beginning of the year because everyone went to crown him. I'm just like, I just need to see a little bit more. I mean, he's shown me all I needed to see this year. I'm good.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like that's how you know that like he turned the corner. Or at the deadline, I'm like, I'm not trading him.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the beginning of the year, I'm like, yeah, I would trade him for Dame Lillard. And then it was just got to the point where I'm just like, it's just too much. He's too good.
Well, it's crazy now because if you're just playing a little revisionist history, if you look back last year when we were talking about giving up Simmons and Maxey and I think a first-round pick or 2
And
for
Thybulle.
James Harden last year and Thybulle. So the fact that we just had to give up Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond, Seth Curry, and I think it was another first-round pick, right?
Yeah, in like 5 years.
Yeah. So I mean, to go from that to what we gave up, it's a steal, and it's looking like a steal right now, just because Ben hasn't played yet, and Andre Drummond's hurt, and I mean Seth is Seth, so he's not going to
I love
crazy
Seth.
number. No, I do too. I've always liked Seth, but he's not that like top tier scorer like a James Harden is. So, but let's see. Sixers are down 93-88, 2:38 left in the third quarter.
But what about the Harden threes? I need the Harden threes.
They're coming.
I'm so close to like hit this parlay, man.
That's the worst. That's the worst of parlays, right? They always drag you to the end.
How come every time I take your fucking parlays, I lose money?
Yeah,
and then you have a really great parlay you don't fucking tell me about until afterwards. Like, oh man, I made 300. You little bitch.
And usually, like the issue is with me, I love parlays just because it's like low risk, high reward. That's just how I like to gamble. But I mean, I'll do the occasional straight bet every now and again. But I'm mainly like a parlay guy. I've lost a good amount, but I've also won a pretty good amount too. So I'm up.
I avoid like my own teams in terms of betting at all costs because I'm already too invested in the games as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then it makes me more invested. So if they lose and then I don't hit on any of my bets, it's just it turns my week horrible before it even began.
Well, in my experience, and I still haven't learned to not bet on my teams. But again, Devontae won me $400 on his birthday with the 2 touchdowns.
I wish you would have told me about that one.
Got scored 2 touchdowns on his birthday, so I'm good.
I really wish you could have told me about that one. I was so mad at you.
But another thing I have learned, and then we'll get to the comments real quick. Never bet on the Vikings. Never do it.
Why would you ever bet on those bums?
Never do it. I always end up getting screwed. And it's just the Vikings.
I despise Viking fans, mainly because one tried to jump me in the bathroom once. So their misery is like it's pure love.
Like somebody from Minnesota.
So
because generally they're pretty like
pretty. I go to this bar, right? Whistler's Inn, super fun place. I always recommend it. I was wearing Browns jersey. This old dude was giving me shit. And it was the Week 17 Redskins game in 2018 where we needed to win to get in.
Oh, right.
So I'm walking past the guy and I'm like, "Skull! Skull!" And
so you're already being obnoxious.
Yeah.
He was being obnoxious first, you know.
That's not what you start with. You didn't start with that though.
So, he was giving me a hard time. So, I did the skull thing. I went to the bathroom. He follows me in there. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that." I'm just like, I said, "Please hit me. There's a police station right outside. Actually, can I take your picture first before you punch me in the face and I get you arrested?" And his buddy, who is a giant, jacked Chiefs fan, who I swear is like, "Oh, I was more worried about him than the old fat guy."
Harden.
Yeah, right. His buddy drags him out. He's like, "No, dude, don't even do it." I'm like, "Yes, listen to your friend." So he comes in the bar every once in a while, and every time I see him, I just I grin a little bit.
Was that a 3 NFL?
Can it be a 3 NFL?
I think it was a 3 NFL.
His foot might have been on the line, but because he stepped back, it's so hard to tell.
Yeah.
I literally just saw the shot, so I was trying to see.
Yeah, I think they're looking back at it now to see if his foot was on the line.
Nah, he's behind it.
He's behind it? Okay.
Yeah.
What's that, 3?
Yep. Think we need one more, Pete. Let me double check real quick.
So my thing is 4 plus. Does that mean he needs to hit more than 4? Or
you can hit 4 or more. 4 or more.
Okay, then I just need one more. Come on, Jake. I can feel it. We're going to make some cash.
Let's find out. Flagrant 1, they're saying, wow.
So does he get the 3?
He would get the 3.
The 3 that found the ball back.
Yep.
Once again, James Harden, man.
That's huge.
Oh man, we still get a whole quarter to go, Jake.
Actually, 2. I'm sorry, he needs 2. But again, we still have a whole quarter left to go.
You said he already had 2.
I thought he had 2. I'm sorry. He has 2 now, but still, he'll be fine.
God damn it!
So he needs one more to tie Reggie Miller for third place in 3-point scoring.
There you go, just 2 more, James. Come on, you know they're just gonna give him. They have to just keep giving them threes, right?
They're going to. I would say it depends on how close the game is too, but yeah.
And he rested a lot in the first half because he was in foul trouble, so he should play a decent amount.
And Embiid just needs 1 bucket, right?
I think so.
All right, and I'm over. All right, how many assists?
Wow,
I need recovery. And I need 1 assist from Harden.
Wait, you took the same bet that Jake did?
Similar. I took the same bet, and then I made another one for 5.
And
with that, put on the bet that Jake did 50 too?
You put 50. I put 25.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So that's almost that's what 200 then? Yeah,
close to
200. Okay, not mad at you. Here we go.
Nice.
Good rebound. Sixers are up 94-93. I think this is their first lead of the night. Huge Harden pass to George Niang. Bang! Let's go! 97-93 with the minute 19 left in the third. What a comeback. So I just need the Sixers to hold them here.
No, Jake, we need the Harden points and the freeze.
No, here we go. Okay.
Dude, that little subtle behind the back pass, though. I know I'm behind you guys, but
he just literally just swats it behind himself. It's like the easiest thing ever.
That's so nasty.
3 minutes left. All right. After this quarter, we'll get into the comments a little bit. Another pass. Shake with the ball. That count? No, it didn't. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Sixers up 97-95. Here we go. Oof.
Is that 3?
Yeah, that was Garland. Garland for 3. Cavs up 98-97.
Damn it.
Well, it's just because they killed us in the first quarter in the paint. That's what killed us early. I think they almost got like 30 points in the paint.
Yep.
So, in the first quarter, but Harden with the ball. Oh, my God.
What?
Fucking Harden.
What happened?
Turned over the ball.
Boo, James. Don't do that.
That's all right. It's a close game, which I expected. I didn't expect us to blow out every team.
I need 2 threes and Embiid. That's it.
Yeah, and we'll be good to go. We'll be golden. But
I swear to God, I'll go out and get a Harden jersey. He nails this for us.
I think me and Dan already agreed. I think we're getting Maxey jerseys before we get Harden jerseys. No disrespect to Harden, but
yeah. At this point.
Yeah, I just know Maxey's going to be here for a long time. I know Harden's going to be here for a couple of years, but
I'm still waiting on mine.
Well, oh, you did order it?
No. My jersey that Jake doesn't like talking about.
Oh, that. Yeah. I forgot about that. No free
mail must be slow in Virginia.
Maxey with the ball.
You know what you do? Pass it to Harden.
All right. Well, anyway. Tough tail end of the quarter, but it's all about the fourth quarter. Can they rebound? Can they come back? That's going to be the question. But let's get into the comments. I've neglected you guys for too long. Comments are brought to you by Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with promo code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job at manscaped.com. The promo code again is A2D for 20% off plus free shipping. Let's get the comments. I have to go back. Brian Daly from Hockey Happy Hour. You can check those guys out on Tuesdays.
Harden needs to
They
stop.
do cover the Flyers,
Sorry
unfortunately.
to hear that.
They do cover the Flyers. It's a struggle. They know it more
You
than
guys
anybody.
might as well just cover the WNBA. That'll be more fun.
Oh, they cover the whole NHL. It's not just Flyers, but they do mainly focus on Flyers. But they're all over the NHL. They do a great job over there. Frank Vespi from A2D Wednesday Nights says, "Good evening. As of right now, they're on the verge of being a great trio. I would like to see more." Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think we all agreed on that fact. Ricky B says, "Why are Sixers acting like Eagles right now with the slow starts?" No, you're not wrong.
Well, to be fair, there's at least an excuse this night because like Harden was in foul trouble.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even
still.
say that. Like the Cavs
was a
were
f-
shooting like 70% for most of the first half.
Yeah, and
But,
Kevin
like,
Love had a freaking clinic in the first quarter.
Kevin Love's like, I play basketball.
Mm-hmm. And there was no defense in the paint whatsoever. There was none.
Right.
We just kind of let them do whatever once it got to the paint. But David Cook says the Jordan edition will at least help second unit prevent easy layups like we saw in the first half. Yeah, no, absolutely. So for anyone who doesn't know, we did get DeAndre Jordan yesterday since he cleared waivers at 5 p.m. at the 5 p.m. deadline. So it's definitely an upgrade over Pascal. I'll say that much. But it's a veteran guy. He's reunited with Doc. He's reunited with Harden. So you have that chemistry there, and DeAndre will come in already knowing the offense, so it'll be a quick plug and play. Just like I said with Harden a couple days ago, you just gotta gotta build the chemistry.
Yep, he'll be fine. Like he'll be able to. Because I saw a lot of people like, oh, we couldn't do anything with the Lakers or the Nets. I'm like, well, wasn't he like starting on both of those teams?
At times, yeah.
Yeah, at times, yep.
Like I feel like I'm fine with DeAndre Jordan as a backup because he's gonna give you solid defense and whatever he does rebounding. Like I hate to tell people this, and I get it. People love B-Ball Paul and they love Bassey or whatever the hell his name is. You
Great
can't play guys like that in the playoffs. Like I'm sorry, you need your veterans.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah, let's go.
That's not Harden.
Sixers up 100-99. I don't know how they don't call a foul there.
Where's Harden?
Got the assist from Harden.
I don't need the assist. I need the threes. I need 2 threes and an Embiid bucket. Come on, goddamn it!
They didn't give him the foul on that?
Yeah,
Wow.
you see?
Wow.
James Harden with the ball going down the court.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
You turning it over?
Bryce Blackwell says, yo.
Yow.
Bryce, let's get ready to take this L tomorrow. # Heat. I forgot you're a Heat fan. I forgot about this.
Should be a good game.
Yeah, it should definitely be a good game. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Is Jimmy going to be back for you guys and Kyle? Because they got some injuries.
Yeah, they did have some injuries, so should be a good game.
Jimmy can spend the whole hour talking about how much he outworks everyone.
Bryce says it'll be a good game, though. But get ready for the L. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Bryce says he's ready for the NFL draft.
Yes.
Are we watching the combine? I dabbled a little bit, but again, I don't really.
Combine is pointless.
Yeah, I don't put too much stock into the combine. Like pro days, I'll put a little more stock in, and I mean, what their college tape is, that's really what I put stock into. The combine doesn't really mean much. It's a glorified, it's just.
We gotta talk about hand size. Hand size matters. I don't give a flying fuck about hand sizes.
As long as you can throw the ball, I don't care.
It's like people are like, "Oh, we need to talk about hand size. Size matters in the NFL," and yet, which is so funny because they always talk about like size, like height, and they're like, "Oh, well, Baker Mayfield, he can't throw the ball over his linemen."
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen's like 6'5", and he leads the NFL in batted passes.
That's true too. Let's see.
That happened.
Mr. Wing says my fear is Harden is non-existent this game. Yeah, but that's due to just foul trouble. It's not really anything on his part, but it's just foul trouble. Cavs are at the line right now. Score right now is Sixers up 102-101.
You know who needs to be at the line? You know he's just shooting threes? James fucking Harden.
All right, game's tied 102 to 102. Harden has 18, has 4 fouls. Harden with the ball going in the paint. And Harden will go to the line. Let's go.
Those aren't threes, Jake.
Mr. Wink says Maxey. Mr. Wink says Harden looks old and slow. Can you stop?
What game are you watching?
Can you stop? Mr. Wink, I love you, but stop. Knock it off.
Need glasses?
Todd Womack says Philly Daily fan. Oh, God. Pete Evans from from Birds with a Feather says, yo, what's up, Pete? You can check those guys out on Thursday nights. They do a great job. They didn't have a show this week because Chucks and Pete went to see Batman. So I'm
As they should.
very jealous. Oh, you saw it too?
Of course I did. Tuesday night.
Yeah, I'm seeing it on Tuesday myself. So
I'm seeing it tomorrow night as well.
Was it actually good?
Yes, it was amazing.
I've heard nothing but good things from Pete, from Chucks, from.
I was super skeptical when I saw who was playing.
Pattinson's amazing.
Apparently, it's very good. Yeah, I've heard
dark?
Yes, very,
okay.
very.
Yeah, I'll like it then.
Violent.
Pete says he disagrees to the poll. Todd also says I was right about Maxey. Yeah, I think a lot of us were. A lot of us were high on Maxey, so worked out for both of us. Harden with the 3.
Out.
Yeah, it bounced off the rim.
Son of a bitch.
Ethan Mandic says you can see that Joel doesn't have to do that much, so it's nice to see. Yeah, absolutely. With the acquisition of James Harden,
he can just stand around. It's nice.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're always going to have somebody open. They try and double team one of them, and there's always somebody open. I don't know what Doc's doing. Doc's mixing around the rotation tonight for whatever reason.
Because he's a fucking moron.
Yeah, he's trying something different tonight. I don't know why. I don't know. Whatever. But
you know what's his name is just waiting in the wings.
Who?
D'Antoni. He's like, I can help.
Yeah, Mike D'Antoni.
I hate Mike D'Antoni more than I hate Doc Rivers. So
it's like, yeah, I won't do stupid hockey rotations. Oh my goodness. Greg Malakovic from Agree to Disagree on Sundays and A2D Wednesday nights. He says, what's up, fellas? Disagree with the poll. Love Maxey, but need to see more before I put him above others. Yeah, no, absolutely. Mr. Wink says he has an invisible cloak on. Would you knock it off?
What are you talking about, dumbass? He's got 20.
Got DeSeno. I think I said that right.
That's good to know.
Checking in for Brazil. Appreciate you.
The girls over there have some nice fat asses. I'm just saying. It must be nice living over there.
Evan, you can check him out on Monday nights on the Flight Zone along with Jimmy. They do a great job over there.
Niang is as spotty as Harris.
He says Niang is better than Harris.
Sure, maybe at golf claps.
I mean, people just give him shit, though.
I mean, I trust him more shooting the ball, to be honest.
Like, I'm not saying that, but like last night, or when we were playing the Knicks and we blew him the fuck out, people were like, Tobias Harris sucks. What are you talking about? 14 points.
Yeah, and
in like a 20-point blowout. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
He's the fourth guy right now.
Well, you brought that up earlier, Pete. Like, at the end of the day, like, that's not going to be good enough for him to stay on this roster next year.
No, I'm not saying it is, but like, if as the fourth guy you're giving me 13 to 16, where Maxey's already started to give me 15.
I get your point. I'm just saying, if you're looking at Daryl Morey and the way he constructs rosters and he cares about cap and stuff like that, he's not going to keep a guy making almost $40 million on the roster.
He is. Tobias Harris. This Tobias Harris situation will fix itself. Like it will play itself out. Hopefully. But you can't be talking about how much he sucks when he's doing what he needs to be doing. Like, especially when we're winning games. Like if we were losing games and Tobias Harris was playing bad, rip him to fucking hell.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're winning because of him, though.
I'm not saying they are winning because of him. They're winning and he's doing good things. I can't get mad at him in wins when he's playing well.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, like my issue is it's what he's getting paid too. That's the other issue. Why people are really focusing on Tobias Harris.
1,000%, yeah.
That's a big part of it.
As it should be.
Like if he wasn't making crazy money, no one would care. It'd be like, okay, 10,
I just
15
don't care
points.
because it's just like if it what I'd understand if he was like another player to where we're the only team who would have given him that money. He would have gotten anywhere else. Like this is the NBA. You get paid what you get paid.
But he's supposed to. So we keep saying about how Maxey stepped up and he's the third option. Tobias is supposed to be the third option. It's not supposed to be Maxey.
Oh my God! Stupid shot clock violation. Shoot the ball yeah. Thank you, Doc. Shoot the ball. Jesus Christ!
What's going on? Why is Harden not shooting threes?
I got fucking pass happy. I don't know what the hell that was.
It's like 8 minutes left, Jake. I'm a little scared here.
Yeah, we're all right. All right, got plenty of time. Plenty of time left. Once we get to the 2-minute mark and Harden doesn't make any threes, I'll be a little upset. But as long as we win, I really don't care. As long as we win. But yeah, no, going back to Harris. I mean, like I get why people are upset. Like I touched on earlier, it's his contract, and I understand it. But it's only 3 games. It's only 3 games so far, so I'm not even remotely worried yet. Now, if he goes like another week and he keeps playing like shit, then okay, I'll be concerned. But right now, no, it's too early. Too early to be worried about Tobias Harris. Game's tied at 104 apiece with 7:52 left in the fourth quarter. Buckle in. Everybody buckle in.
Stupid.
Evan says, why isn't he? Harris can't shoot the 3 ball.
I mean, he's a solid 3-point shooter. He's nothing special.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. But again, Tobias, I don't know, like just his recent inconsistencies, especially this season. I'm just, And again, I've never really
confidence though. Like if you watch his
game, I think it's
like
absolutely
he played like shit earlier in the season too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know he had got COVID and all that stuff also, and I think he got some other kind of illness. But he played like garbage early in the season too. And then he picked it up for like a week, and then this trade happened, and he might just be working through some shit in terms of getting used to learning how to play with Harden.
Tyrese Maxey, I love this kid.
No, he's taking shots away from James Harden. What is he doing?
Sixers up 107 to 106. Continue, Dan. Sorry.
Some threes here.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I'm hopeful that he can just, learn how to work with these guys and learn how to pick his spots.
Yeah, the last 2 games have been encouraging for Tobias. Did he hit it?
Oh, I love this kid so much.
Damn it, Jake!
I fucking love this kid.
Harden.
Oh, look at the smile on his face. You see the smile on his face? It's over. It's over. He's all excited now. He's ready to go. Sixers up 110, 106 left. 106.
Oh, my God.
Sidestep 3.
Dude, where?
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I'm so happy.
He had no confidence shooting a 3 last year, and now
he's just...
Yeah, because he lived in the fucking gym all off season.
Oh, my God.
He was Ben Simmons, except he actually did the things.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
I love this kid. I love this kid so much.
Can need some Harden threes.
Tyrese Maxey. Oh, with the... Let's go. What a run. What a run by the Sixers. My goodness. Yeah, Todd, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you.
Slam it down.
Sixers up 112, 106 with 5:52 left to go in the fourth. Let's put it on.
Have close to 30.
Who, Maxey?
Yeah.
He
had like
all right, we got the lead now. Time to give Harden the record. Let's go.
31 points. Literally, as soon as you said it, John Clark just tweeted it. 31 points. I fucking love this kid.
You just read off something earlier that they were the first trio to have 20 points, right? In the first 3 games?
Yeah, I'll pull it up again. Hold on. So,
well, it could be 4 games.
In their first 3 games together, Joel Embiid, 34, 37, 27. James Harden, 27, 29, 26. Tyrese Maxey, 28, 21, and 25. This is the first trio of teammates to score 20-plus points in their first 3 games together in NBA history. So, yeah.
And as of right now, Harden has 20, Maxey has 31,
and Embiid
has 18.
Okay.
So
you can mark that. You can mark that up real quick.
yeah.
You can mark that up. Embiid will get his 2, whether he goes to the line or not. But yeah, no, it's insane. Getting back to real quick for people that didn't see it. Let me find it real quick. Yeah, our poll question for tonight was Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Tyrese Maxey are the best trio in the NBA. Agree or disagree? Again, we all disagreed, but it's early. But right now, 4 straight games with guys both going in 20-plus. And me and Dan, I think, said it night 1 when we got Harden, when we put up, I think it was like 130 or something crazy. Well, when you have 3 guys putting up 70-plus points, you're going to win nearly every game. Plain and simple. You're going to win nearly every game. And the fact that you can't stop the 3 of them right now, it's a problem. It's going to be a problem for the NBA. Whether they win it all this season or next season, if we have this trio for let's say the next 3 to 4 years, good luck. Good luck to everybody. Good luck.
That's not even discussing what we could be adding in the future.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Todd says Maxey's cooking. Mr. Wing, Maxey 31. Let's go. Morris says going to be a homer. Agree. Mora's the best. Love Mora. But I mean, yeah, they can definitely go that direction. Absolutely. But I mean, these next 4 games, Joel still has yet to hit the 20 mark. He's only 2 points away, but there's plenty of time left. But
we need those.
Yeah, give me 2 more 3s from Harden. I'm good. Can lock it up.
We need 2 threes and Embiid 2. That's it. Like, come on.
There you go, Tobias. Let's go.
Why is he shooting?
It was just a pass to him in the paint.
Okay.
I'll take it all day. Rob Brinkman from the Sports Hounds on Monday nights, and he's also on the rant booth, on Sundays. So Brinkman says, has the Nets been fired yet for not getting Maxey?
The smartest thing he said all year.
Yeah. No. Listen, if Rob, I'll say this. If Ben Simmons doesn't play this year, which I don't think he's not going to play the rest of the year, but I think he'll play some point this year. But if he doesn't play this year, then yes, somebody has to get fired. Absolutely. The GM should definitely get fired if that's the case. If Ben doesn't play this season, yeah, then he should absolutely.
And once again, it's back-to-back years of Nets doing dumb as fuck trades when nothing is broken.
Yeah, well, Nets fans also don't exist, so there is that too.
It's true.
Nets fans do not exist. Nets fans are nothing but a myth. Nice
like
job,
Miami fans.
Great defense. Great defense. That's huge. All right, Harden with the ball.
Come on, James.
Shoot again, Maxey. Shoot
No!
Shoot it again. Oh, there he goes. Oh!
Is it Harden or Maxey?
He almost had it. I was gonna lose my mind. If he hit that again, I was gonna run off camera. Oh.
Yeah, we.
I hate those two. It's just a robbery.
Oh.
That's what yeah, you see what I mean? It was right there.
Yep.
It was right there. Ugh. Sixers up 114, 108, 4 minutes left in the fourth. Windows and doors coming in for a landing.
Jake, man, what's going on?
It's all right. It's all right, Pete. Still got time. Still got time left. Don't worry. Wow, they can't get anything in right now.
Who?
The Cavs.
Good.
Oh, no, I'm with you.
Look, man, their holiday was on 3-1, okay? Everything after that doesn't count. Look, I have a lot of friends from Cleveland, and they were having themselves a fucking ball on 3-1 day.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
March 1st is every Cleveland fan's favorite holiday.
Mm-hmm. Sean Sanders says, honestly, Toby is so lucky Maxey morphed into a
Yes, he is.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
But again, I said this, I think, night one after Harden's debut. If Maxey doesn't play well, he's gone. And I think everybody knows this. If he doesn't play well, then he's gone.
You said Maxey, and I'm like,
oh no, Tobias, I'm sorry.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You know what you meant.
My goodness. But let's see. Brickman also says, if the over-under on Ben Simmons games played this year was 0.5, I bet 25 grand on the under and not lose an ounce of sleep. I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. I mean, more power to you. More power to you. By all means, go for it.
They're gonna stay screwed with this Kyrie thing too.
yep, because they ain't changing shit right now.
Well, there's a sector law that followed through underneath this that they didn't know about.
Yeah,
Like, how do you not know about it?
Yeah, and the mayor said it last minute too. He's like, "Oh yeah, hold
Private
on.
sector, yeah.
Hold on."
What the hell?
Yeah, he's an employee because he's an employee. He is
Right.
not a.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did the Nets not like?
That's so funny.
They're
You're
fucking stupid.
You're a major corporate organization. Like, how are you not aware of like that could be?
So I want to know about that. Is like, so if every other business is subject to that rule, why did they magically think he wouldn't be subject to that rule?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
From what I understand, I think it's just like they forgot to mention that. That's what
Can I just laugh at the fact that like imagine Ben didn't get vaccinated,
and then he
wouldn't be able to play either.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole other conversation, but we don't have to worry about that in PA right now.
Thank God. And
Yeah,
that's what I told
absolutely.
people. They're like, "Oh, see, well, we'll trade for Kyrie, and then once with the restrictions, nope, I'm good. Thank God.
No.
We gotta worry about that bullshit."
Guy's loony as hell. Anyways, I wouldn't touch him with a 10.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't.
No, I
People
wouldn't either.
were telling me, "Oh, I'll trade Ben for Kyrie straight up," and I'm like, "Nope,
No way.
I'll keep Ben Simmons. I don't care."
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of bets, we're also brought to you by BetUS. BetUS is a leading online sports book who has been in the market for over 25 years. You can bet anywhere in the U.S. on everything. Use the link below for 125% up, 125% sign-up bonus, excuse me.
Oh.
Should be posted in the link right down below, right in the comments. Again, sign up, 125% sign-up bonus. You can't beat it. Can't beat it. Great website, great spot to place bets. It's a win-win. So, scrolling down here. Mr. Wink says slow it down. And there's a whistle on Embiid. Oh, Lord, here we go.
Yeah, can we go? Joe's going to go line.
Chucks from Birds of a Feather says, "What's up, gentlemen?" He also says Tyrese Maxey's the man. Absolutely. Yeah, I think Embiid got his 20.
All right. Two Harden free throws. Come on.
No, he needs these free throws here. Okay, never mind. It's one. All right, one more and lock it up. Lock it up. I need 2 Harden free throws.
They didn't give him the bucket with that one?
No, I don't know
On the
why.
first shot?
Yeah. I guess since he reshot again, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, that rule's so weird to me for whatever reason. Like, sometimes they'll let him have it, and other times they're just like,
Right.
Mr. Controversial take from Mr. Wing.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck still might be the best
Christian Bale's for me.
He's the worst.
Bruce Wayne,
He's the worst Batman in character. He's probably one of the best acting. I love his portrayal. I just hate his character.
I like him as Bruce Wayne a lot. I'll say that. I like him as Bruce Wayne. Batman.
I think Ben Affleck is the dumbest Batman.
Okay.
Because they're like, I'm the world's greatest detective. Excuse me as I get played by Facebook wannabe Mark Zuckerberg for 3 hours.
Yeah, the Mark
Michael
Zuckerberg
Keaton will
one.
always have like a place for me just because like that was
I
my
love
youth.
Keaton for life.
Yeah, Michael.
My favorite thing about Keaton is there was literally like a fan like leather thing where they tried their best to make sure he wasn't Batman to get him like fired, and because they're like they couldn't see him as Batman, and that's what makes Michael Keaton so perfect.
Mm-hmm. Did you see Michael Keaton's Instagram, by the way?
No, when he post,
might want to look at it.
Oh no, I've already caught up on all his stuff with Flash and everything. Like I'm super excited about that.
But did you saw what he posted on Instagram though?
No.
Yeah, take a quick look for it when you get a second.
Like the Batmobile or something.
Something like that. Sixers are up 120, 116 with 45 seconds left in the fourth.
We're not going to get it, are we?
I don't think so. It's all right. It happens.
It is not.
It happens. Perks of gambling. Perks of gambling, Pete. It happens. Huge 2-pointer. Sixers up 122 to 116 with 42 seconds left in the fourth. Let's go. Chucks also says, the Batman is a Batman's fan's dream come true. Jake, you need to watch it sooner than on your birthday, for Christ's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Chuck, I think I'm going to see it on Tuesday. So you
should go see it tomorrow night. Go see it tomorrow night.
I might.
You should. It's amazing.
No, realistically, with how my schedule is, I think I'm going to see it on Tuesday. Tuesday's probably going to be my best bet. Me and my buddy are going to go see it.
Good.
Todd says the Nets are feeling our pain.
Are they playing tonight?
Are they playing tonight?
I think he's talking about Ben.
Oh,
like
yeah.
What they're enduring now, which I mean, you should have known what you're signing up for.
Yeah. And did you see some of the stuff that like Nets fans are trying to say about Ben?
They're ridiculous.
They're trying to protect Ben, be like, oh, we have to give him a chance, let him sit.
Someone's like, and Ben's gonna. I had someone in one of the Sixer groups I'm in try and say, we're gonna be eating egg on Ben. He's gonna show everyone. I'm like, I'm literally the biggest Ben Simmons fan there ever was, and I can tell you with a straight face how fucking wrong you are.
Yeah, no. It's amazing to be that good. It's like a certain sport and just not give a shit. It's amazing. I don't understand it. Because I know if any one of us in here had that ability and got paid as much as he was getting paid, we'd be out there every night.
Yep.
I can be on one leg and I'll still be playing. Moore also says, I can't wait to hack a bed.
Yeah, really.
Get a free Frosty. Oh,
that's the truth.
I didn't even think about that. You know what, Moore? Right. Listen. Ben Simmons plays next time we play the Nets. I know he's not playing on the 10th. I know that, but oh geez, what a mess! What a mess! There's a free for all for the basketball. But yeah, no, I'll absolutely go if they say Ben's playing, then yeah, I'll absolutely go because they can guarantee me a free Frosty. Absolutely. But Mr. Wing says, yeah, that was band writing. Not Affleck's fault. He definitely kills Bruce Wayne. I don't know.
He's fine. It's just like, here's the thing. I don't need Ben Affleck murder porn. That's what he like. Here's my issue. Is like if he's super violent and over the top in year 2, which he is in Batman, I'm cool with. I don't need a 55-year-old Bruce Wayne jerking off to like the fumes of his enemy's blood. Like it's Dark Knight Rises.
I get what they're.
It's the worst comic ever. I hate The Dark Knight Rises.
Really?
Yes, it's awful. No, I'm talking about the comic, not the movie.
Oh! I thought you were saying the movie.
The comic is basically that, to where he's an older Batman. You know, he's all muscled and roided out.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's got Carrie Kelly as his Robin, and and you know, he's like, "Oh, I hate you, Superman." Grr grr grr.
Yeah. Mr. Wing says when the Sixers drafted Maxey, people were calling it a possible steal of themselves. Yeah, no, of the draft. That's what he meant to say, of the draft. But yeah, no, and a lot of us said it when the pick was made. It was an absolute steal.
Yeah, I don't know how you got him.
Listen, if he played in that tournament, I think Tom said it a million times. If he played in that tournament, then he's definitely pick.
Yeah. If COVID-19 never happened, there's Tyrese Maxey is not a Sixer.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Harden has 24, 11 assists. Keep rolling. But What was I going to say? Yeah, it's just crazy how Maxey's developed. It's absolutely insane. 10 seconds left. It looks like the Sixers are gonna they're gonna go home with a W. So 4th win in a row for the Philadelphia 76ers. Play the music. No, we can't play the music because it's
7-1 post trade.
7-1 now.
7-1 post trade. Nets are 2-5.
Wow.
That was a nice pass.
Todd says that's why it's called gambling. Yeah. That's part of it, Todd. That's
and you'll
part of
have to deal with gambling in the USFL.
Yeah. Well, hold that thought, B. Todd said what that follows.
Come on, USFL. Yeah.
USFL. But speaking of which, well, let's show the people, since Don wants to mention it. Let's show the people. This motherfucker has a Philadelphia Star shirt. Unbelievable. He's so proud of himself.
I'm ready, baby. Yo, Brian Scott, let's do this, baby.
Don says the Sixers are ready for a championship. All right, so let's go over the numbers real quick. Sixers beat the Cavs 125-119. Tobias Harris, 15 points. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Tyrese Maxey, 33 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Joel Embiid, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. James Harden, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 11 assists. And George Niang, 17 points with 2 rebounds and a block. My goodness.
Play the song, chew this.
But no, again, you're having a 120-plus point game. It's insane, the amount of offense that they're doing. They were down basically the whole first half to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they bounced back in a huge way. So just tells you more about this resilience, more resilience about this basketball team, and Maxey continues to just skyrocket. It's absolutely insane. 33 points tonight. Wow. If you guys have anything to add, by all means.
I mean, it's
yes,
crazy to unreal to watch this guy.
Don, come on.
We're not talking football.
No.
Relax.
We're talking. If Don wants to come on and talk USFL.
You know what's so funny? It's so I have to bring this up because it's so funny. I see people like all over, especially people that are like they proclaim they're 4 for 4 and everything, and with the trade just happening, and then the start that this team has gotten off to. And to see people like rushing the football season or rushing other things, let's pump the brakes. Let's relax.
Let's enjoy it a little bit. Let's enjoy
exactly. Let's enjoy what we have in front of us.
I'm excited.
You can love football. I love football just as much as anybody else. But at the end of the day, we got a few months. Let's relax.
I'm a big football nerd. So like I'm cool until March 16th. Like
so I am too, and I agree.
Once free agency opens, then I can get a little bit like, free agent wide receivers.
Yeah, but even then, like right now, if you're 4 for 4, basketball should be on everybody's mind.
Well, yeah, basketball should be the thing that's discussed most, but like, it's going to be pretty close, especially if the Eagles like end up doing like some like crazy QB trade. It's going to suck a lot of.
I'm not saying that.
Listen. If Howie Roseman wants that much attention, and that's what he has to do to get the attention back on the Eagles, by all means,
he'll do it too.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't put it past him.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I don't put it past him. I'd absolutely love to see that because then we're like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Where do I go?
God gave you 2 hands for a reason.
I mean, it's great to have all that stuff to talk about too. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of I want to just say like neglect for the team. It's
I know
some people. It's kind of funny.
What up, Todd?
What's up, Todd?
What up, fam? What's good? Pete, god damn it, man.
Todd, man, there's room on the bandwagon, baby. We can get you a shirt. We can hook you up.
Like I said, I found out it's called like that X League now for the LFL, for anybody that don't know.
Yeah, X League.
Yep. Hey, look at the recent games. You'll be hooked. Go to YouTube. But I'm rooting for the XFL. I'm not rooting for the USFL because of Pete, and because I'm not colorblind, and I'm not colorblind because half the teams are all red. So I mean,
shut the fuck up.
That hurts, Todd. That hurts.
I know, Dan.
This is why he likes breaking in, because he'll have a great point, and then he'll just randomly bring up something dumb as fuck.
I'm not a fan. I'm not like a huge fan of her, but yeah.
I think she's gotten way better since Harden came on.
I don't know, because
she gets to get really excited. I mean, because that's what we all are right now. Every time Harden,
I wouldn't say she's gotten better.
She's
the same broadcaster. Like,
yeah, but that excitement though sometimes is like you can tell it's fake, it's artificial.
Oh yeah,
it's like, oh my goodness, wow,
yeah,
wow.
It's like it's a monotone excitement.
Yes, that's the best way.
Still better than Malik.
She's not a lot of people's cup of tea. Like she's not Rob. I'm gonna be honest with you. She's not my cup of tea. Like
which is fine.
I'm also like Doris Burke when she's on ESPN.
I love Doris.
At times I do. When she was a sideline reporter, yes. When she's on the call, like she is now, there's a lot of times where I cringe.
I would rather listen to Kate Scott for the next decade than like any 20-minute sketch with Doris Burke. Anytime I have to listen to her for an extended period of time, I already know I'm going to want to crash my car.
I know what you mean.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's just it's not even the fact that like I just don't think she's great at her job. Like, I just think she's very annoying and her points are usually stupid. And like, she always goes the other way when like she should be going the positive way, especially now. Like, if you're finding ways to be negative after the Sixers have gone what 7-1, right, in their last 8 post trade. There's nothing to be negative about. What are you harping on?
Yeah,
but that's what the world has become. It's easy just to be negative and harp on the bad instead of trying to talk about the positives. Nobody wants to talk about the positives. No. We already know about that. That's why half of the daggone national reporting on the Sixers. Oh, who did they play? Oh, they played the Knicks twice and the Timberwolves. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
That's really funny to me because we beat the Bulls 3 times, we beat the Cavs twice, and we beat the Nets with Harden and KD. Not to mention we beat the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I'm talking about after the trade. That's what everybody's harping on.
I understand that, but like I'm just saying. Even before Harden, we were beating the good teams.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. But it was just like everybody was so trying to say that we got fleas, the trade was bad, and now nobody wants to. Yeah, nobody wants to eat that, plate of steaming hot pile of, hot dong, man. Nobody wants to eat that. Everybody's still trying to say that, the Simmons thing, but now it was just funny as hell to see Stephen A. like, he's got to show up now. What was you sitting on the sideline? I was like, hey, that's what us Sixers fans got tired of seeing, or got tired of all this complaints and then using the mental health issue. Is like, okay, you're in a new environment, surrounded by new teammates, and you don't even show up. I mean, it's sad that the Nets don't even know when he's going to actually step on the court, so they can't even put up a highlight video like we did. Like we had that highlight video ready.
Yeah.
Yo, so this is from Lauren Rosen. Tyrese Maxey since James Harden showed up. 28-2-2-4, 21-7-3-2, 25-4-3, 31-3-4-2.
Wow. You said that to me?
Great numbers.
Just send it in our group chat. But yeah, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Like we talked about even during the game. Like just his growth has been astronomical, and the fact that Harden's here now, it seems to have added to it. He's completely changed as a shooter. He's so much more confident now. You saw what he did in the second half. He went off in the third quarter.
That's because you know Harden's fucking bitching him out. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
I mean, that's what great leaders do. You have a player that has so much potential, and you holding him accountable. I mean, saying that like, "Hey, you gonna play tonight?" Those are the kind of things that you want from a leader, because it's like, okay.
Earlier, Todd, it was awesome.
Yeah, I don't think he did it tonight though. Like, you
No.
can't say that he did that tonight because look at his Maxey had great numbers all night. He was 10 for 15 shooting, 5 for 6 from 3.
Oh no, it was the I think it was
Knicks game.
the second Knicks
It
game.
was the last game, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
the
last
game
Yeah,
that we
it was.
just won.
Yeah, it was that second one because Maxey only had 3 in that first half,
And
just
then he had
poured it
24
on.
in the second. He had 24 in the second, yeah.
So I mean, hey,
That was the shit that Jimmy Butler did when he was here.
exactly.
That's what I said when the trade happened. I literally said it, like, that he's going to bring that kind of leadership that you get
Way
from a
better.
veteran that's been around.
Mhm.
That's going to say something, because we can say what we want about Joel, and he's like a troll on Twitter and stuff like that. Like, he's comical, but he's like, until this season, and even this season, he's not like that vocal on the court.
No.
He is to a degree, but he's not going to call guys out on the court or call them out like to their face, like we
like Jimmy would, or
or like we're saying with
that,
James. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be big for us, and it's good to see.
Yeah,
and that's what it's like. Oh, go ahead, Pete. Jake.
No, and it's crazy to see like how much it's paying off so early, because we're only 4 games in, and it seems like you got another player with Tyrese Maxey's improvement. It's insane. You got James Harden, but it looks like Tyrese Maxey's a whole new player now. So it's insane. It's amazing what just bringing in one guy and how much of an impact he has on a basketball team. It's really
Ruben Frank just posted this.
Okay.
25, 9 assists in 4 straight games. James Harden 4, Nash 4, Wall 4, Westbrook 4, Robertson 5, and Michael Jordan 6.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, pretty much for our Philly mentality. We don't care who we go against. We want to punch you in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
We hold everybody accountable, and we're gonna praise you when you're on your game. Harden knew that. Joel embodies that, but he's not gonna be vocal to anybody that was having a soft night. And seeing that how everybody was dogging that is Harden a bad teammate, or he's lackadaisical when he's not into it, because he hates being surrounded by people who doesn't want to win. He wants to win a championship. And he's bringing that mentality because he knows what it takes. And he's finally surrounded by people that, hey, if we buckle down and really go after it, we can truly win. And that's what he's showing.
Right. Tyrese Maxey is my father. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I feel the same exact way. I have to get a Maxey jersey, and quick.
Good.
I have to get a Maxey jersey quick.
So good.
ASAP. Me too.
Let me get to the other comment real quick. I had to pull up Ryan's because that was hilarious. But he says what's best about the team is the Sixers won in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that's huge. They rallied together and they came up huge in the fourth quarter. So
I mean, go ahead.
Moore says that W was on Maxey's back tonight. Most of those points were in the second half. Yeah, no, absolutely. He definitely deserves a big part. Like I said, he had an explosive third quarter. So it's just I can't praise this kid enough. I really can't, and it looks like the comments can't either. Marquis says Maxey's the player of the game and a superstar in the making. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to say superstar yet because it's only a second year. All-star, absolutely. All-star, absolutely. But I'm not going to say superstar just yet. If he comes out next season and does the same thing, then okay.
True. You guys see the Calipari thing?
Did
you see the John Calipari thing? That was going around social media. So basically, oh my God, am I drawing a blank from his name?
What team is he on?
Come on, Pete. Because you said you saw it, right?
What, you mean the fact that he was at the Sixers game a few nights ago?
Nah. All right. So, who's why am I losing power forward for the Knicks? Julius Randle. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Julius Randle played in Kentucky also, and Calipari was there to watch a couple of his guys, obviously.
Oh, the coach. Yeah. I did see this. Yes.
And there was a well-profiled sports radio guy that was sitting like right around there, and what he said was, Julius Randle came up to him, said, "What's up?" And then he was like, "That fucking guy over there," and pointed to Maxey. He's like, "He's a fucking problem."
That's what Randall said.
That's what Randall said to Calipari.
Wow.
And Calipari was like, "I know." So like when you have guys like, I mean, Julius Randle's a good player. Like, he's not a superstar, but like when you're getting when you're a second-year player and you're getting recognition like that from other players around the league, like, that's a big deal.
Well, Calipari said it when we drafted him. He's like, "You guys are going to love this kid from top to bottom. He works hard. He loves the game of basketball, and he wants to get better all the time. And it's the absolute truth. It's the absolute truth. And you can't. The sky's the limit for this kid. I can't put a ceiling on him. You can't, because just of how much he's improved. It's insane.
I mean, to me, like the ceiling for me, for I see him, is like Dwayne Wade. I really do see like a little bit of Dwayne Wade game in him.
I'll take it.
He hustles back. He loves playing defense. I mean, just that little right before the end of the third quarter. I mean, that hustle on defense. I mean, he just ran through those screens like it was nothing. Didn't get touched, and then like when he's on with the 3 ball, I mean, he's been hitting.
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, he got robbed on that in and out, but I mean, still,
all right.
It was just...
he might have had 40. If he made that one.
Exactly.
But,
so
I mean, 10 of 15 from field goal. That's just 10-15. It's real. It's really special what we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey. And like Dan said earlier, just enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Right now. Absolutely enjoy it. I mean,
enjoy it.
It's just one thing for sure that we're all now seeing, and the pressures on him is Tobias Harris, because here it is where you're supposed to be part of that big 3 because you got that max deal. You're not. It's like this. You're kind of the 4th man out, and it's like, dude, you got to step up your game, or you might be part of a trade for LeBron.
Yeah.
I just laugh because everyone's talking about Fultz coming back, right? And he's had like a decent few games, right? Mm-hmm. So think about that. So we traded away Fultz, right, for a protected 1st-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
And then Muscala helps Moose helps us get that 1st-round pick that turns into Tyrese Maxey.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't it hilarious is that Maxey is essentially what Fultz was supposed to be.
Yeah. I think I heard that before too, and it's absolutely correct.
I thank God every day, because look at Markelle Fultz. He's in year 5 still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, yep.
With injuries and everything else that's going along with it. Maxey is in year 2 and better than Fultz ever was.
He's way better. He's way better.
Minus like a 2, because remember last year going into the season, he had like 3 games where like, oh my God, Markelle Fultz is going to be an all-star. And then like Ben Simmons like clamped his ass for like 6 points.
Yeah, yep.
Well, that's my thing is I'm not like this. I never knock anybody who suffers from mental health or anything, but it's like too many young kids coming into the league and making too much money and talking about mental issues or can't shoot the 3 or can't really shoot. It's like, it's ridiculous. That's what you're here for. You're playing basketball. We all picked up a ball. We all, done shot it. It's all about how much do you want it and how much you work. I mean, look at Lonzo's ball. When he first came into the league, he had the most ugliest 3-shot I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, it was worse than Reggie Miller's, but he worked on it and he developed it, and now he's, he has a form with it and he's nailing the shots.
Yeah.
So it's all about how you want to take your game to the next level.
Yeah. Tom commented, "Let's go, best in the East, beast in the East. Let's go." Former Philadelphia Eagles running back Marcus Thomas. You can check his show out, Pro Fan Talk, on Thursday night. Does a great job over there. He just interviewed North Carolina, NC State starting quarterback. Why am I forgetting his name?
Sam Howell.
No, that's North Carolina, fool.
That's North Carolina. I'm in NC State. Devin Leary. It's a great interview. If you want to check it out, it's on our YouTube. You can check it out after the show. Or also says Harden had an Uber waiting for him to take him to Club Risque.
Good. Look, man, I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. I don't care. Go if you're
Can
putting.
I just say if
Yes.
if Harden and Iverson were teammates, they would have been dead after 10 games.
that would
say.
have been a part. That would have been a part.
They would have died in like a shootout or like they would have like drank themselves and fucked themselves to death. Like
Okay, as a patron of the Magic City Club and down in Atlanta, you know, there's I can also honestly say that you can always get the best wings at a strip club.
oh my god, you lose all credibility.
I can honestly say that would be something that I would never do in my life is eat at a strip club.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
I'll take your word for it.
Todd
There
is
you go.
exactly. Todd is the stereotypical American male because there's always that. Not every guy does this, but there's always that one fucking dude in the friend group where they're just like, "Hey man, what are you doing here?" It's like, "Is it for the girls?" No, man, this is just a great fucking buffet. And you're all just like looking around. It's like, wait, you eat the food?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because I shouldn't have to highlight. For one, yes, I'm here for the freaking girls. Why do I need to say that? It's like it's pretty fucking obvious. It's
Like
get a clue. It's called get a clue, Batman.
He's like, but if I can get good wings too while I'm here, fuck it.
Shit.
Exactly. I mean, hell. I mean, what I'm going to say. I'm here for the free drinks.
Maybe
I'm here for the alcohol. I mean, freaking strip club has the absolute like. I'd rather get beer. Don't ever ask for like what is it called? My screwdriver. Because guess what? He's either gonna be it's gonna be bottom shelf, all freaking just all pure bottom shelf liquor and barely any orange juice. Is a terrible mixture. So don't ever say, "Oh, I'm here for the drinks at a strip club." Come on, man.
You want to talk about a guy who loves his drinks, right? Over.
See, and Dan already gave himself up a little bit on that one. We ain't going to tippy toe past that one. He was like, "Yeah, they already."
I'll just say I had a good night. I'll just say I had a good night.
Listen, I met Dan.
The night is the most important part.
Me and my buddy went to the Knicks game the other night, and Dan was there. And we ran into Dan, fucked up out of his mind, but it was hilarious. It was
home.
Blasted.
No, my buddy had to back out because he went to Tennessee and he brought moonshine home.
Oh my god!
He told me about it, and he texted me on Tuesday and he's like, "Oh no, it's just moonshine." I was like, "Don't fucking drink it, dude." I was like,
"You're moonshine with your Dan."
And sure enough, I woke up with a text message and it said Joe, and I'm like,
"Oh no,
let me guess." He's like, "Oh man, I'm throwing up." I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!" I'm like, "All right, whatever." So my wife went. We had a fucking great time.
Great, good moonshine. Oh my god! It's like when you first get it, you're able to take like maybe a shot when you first get it, like freshly,
even a shot stuff.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Have you ever had the Oh, continue. Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say after like a couple of days, it's been sitting. Oh dear God, it could probably start up my car.
Have you ever had the moonshine cherries that are like soaked in the moonshine?
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. So good.
Apple, like man, I'm a country boy, man. You always can find somebody that makes some moonshine, man.
Yeah.
They tell you, "Oh man, I got a fresh batch coming next week."
Yeah. Marcus Thomas also says there's a lot of questions when Daryl Morey first said Maxey was, quote, off the table. Props to him for making the stand at the time. Most fans wanted Simmons gone by any means. No, absolutely. That's a very good point. Myself included. I was right there. I'm like, I don't care. Get rid of him. Whatever. You can get him for.
Who's that dude who was rookie of the year a few years ago that people were willing to just swap Simmons for? It was 2016 with Dario.
Not Mitchell.
Oh, Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, it's Brogdon. Like, Brogdon in the first for Simmons. That's it. We're good.
Todd S says superstar in the making means he's getting there. No one said he's a superstar yet. No, not yet. No. Not yet. Is he an all-star player? He's right there. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, give me another season of him playing like this, Todd, and I'll gladly say he's a superstar.
But no, David, I mean go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey,
And comment.
David, I'm just trying to get through these comments. The comments are flying. David says, Maxey showing promise, so much promise. Maxey won this game. Yeah, no, absolutely. He was a big part in winning this game tonight. 33 points. Chusey Brown says, if we make those open shots, it's going to be scary. Yeah, absolutely. If Tobias starts hitting the shots, and obviously he's had a rough 4 games, and I think that's a confidence issue like Dan touched on earlier, but listen, it's still we're still in the infancy of this. Of this
as long as
whole
he's still shooting,
tandem.
I mean, that's what he wants.
Yeah,
As long as
exactly.
he's still trying to pull the trigger.
Well, what Maxey, what Tobias has to learn to do when he gets past the ball, he just has to learn to shoot it. What I've been noticing he does, he'll get the ball and try and run down the lane, which he should.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but
time playing with Harden, like he'll figure that out.
No, absolutely, and I hope he does. But it's just one of those things where like it frustrates you because you're like, just take the shot. And he said it himself. He's like, it's something that he has to learn how to do and be, I guess, in a lesser role because he's the number 4 guy now. So I think it's a confidence issue, but I think at the same time, I think his pride's hurt a little bit too, just because he's being pushed off to the side after getting paid all that money and being praised like he was and being knuckle consistency for like the past 2 years when you knew he was going to give you at least 20 points a night, and he's struggling right now. And I think the reports, because he knows this might be his last year here, and this is his chance to win a championship. So I think it's kind of, he has a lot going on upstairs, which I feel bad for him for, but at the same time, he knows he has to get it together. So
one thing I was glad to see.
Go ahead, Dan.
The one thing I was glad to see tonight, just to give Doc a little bit of credit, he's been rolling these lineouts out, especially like since Harden's got here with Furk, and letting him just kind of push through this and attempt to start making shots. And it hasn't worked. Yeah. I think he had like 5 minutes tonight. 5, maybe. So he had 7 minutes tonight.
okay.
So he wasn't about giving him minutes tonight. And I mean, that says a lot because Harden was in foul trouble early and you saw him go to Shake. So yeah. And Shake performed pretty good tonight.
Yeah, he had a good night.
And which is, is good. It's really good to see, especially coming from him, because it's when he's off, he's off, and you want to bury him
when
on.
He's on. He is LA Clipper. He is Mr. Clipper Man.
But no, it's to go back to Maxey. When we was all talking about throwing him part of the deal, we only threw him in part of the deal because we was looking at Lillard. But anybody else, lesser, we was like, no, it's not even, you can't even put him and Thibault on that trade block. So I'm glad we kept him, on the younger side of us, for our core. So it's paying off right now. And it's great to see.
Just for a little perspective, because I'm just kind of curious what he's shooting this year. Korkmaz is shooting 29% from 3 this year.
Ew.
It's horrendous.
Yeah. Which is
he's having a real bad year this year.
Yeah, the last 2 years he was shooting at least 38.
Yeah, last year he was 30,
close to 40, but
38.
this year he's had a yeah. What's I don't think they updated it, but what's Maxey's 3-point percentage now? I don't think they updated it.
I think it's close to 40.
It is close to 40. I just want to know the exact number. Let's see here. Go through the comments while Dan finds that. Mr. Hood says, what was even more interesting was that John Calipari completely ignored Willie Cauley-Stein. Yeah, he did. He knows he's trash because he's going to be gone relatively soon. Because I think
he's gone already. They already released
he is
him.
gone already. Okay.
Yeah, Maxey's almost at 41%, and that's not including tonight.
Holy shit!
Yep.
What's it? 40 point what?
40.8.
Yeah. So last year he was 30.1.
Yep.
He was 30.1 last year.
Yes, he was.
Yep.
Wow. So he went up a whole. Wow. He went up a whole.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Putting that time in the gym.
So last year he shot 0.10 he shot 0.5 shot threes per game.
Okay.
Or no, he made 0.5. He shot 1.7. So that's fucking bonkers.
But I'm gonna kind of put it out there. Because I think our luck with the bringing in veteran big men is going to continue, because it seemed like DeAndre Drummond, when he was out here, he had a resurgence in his career. So I think with DeAndre coming in, he knows Doc's system.
Yep.
He knows Doc don't have to really be on the floor like that. And knowing that Joel Embiid is the other big man, he's going, it seemed like Joel always challenged the other big man. He's like, hey, we got to put in that work. I think he's going to give him a nice rejuvenation.
What I also think is huge is DeAndre knows what it is to work with a ball dominant point guard.
Yeah.
Not to mention the one who likes to shoot in Chris Paul.
So I think it's going to be a great pickup.
Let's be real. We're not expecting much from this guy. Like let's be real.
No.
He'll play 10 to 12 minutes a night.
You give me 5 or 5 a night, I'm cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking for him to just be Dennis Rodman. I don't care about your points. If you can get those rebounds, especially on the other end of the court, hey, I'll take that all day. But
basically,
but the offensive rebounds, I want you to be a monster. I mean, if it's not going in, I want you up there grabbing it and keeping the ball on our side of the court.
Yeah.
Until we get a point.
But there is a video that we just
Harden just released a state per Austin Krell. James Harden was talking about Tobias Harris.
Mm-hmm.
When I drive to the basket, be ready to shoot. Load the clip up.
I love that. What's up, Priz?
Yes, exactly. And he's gonna learn that. Like, he's averaging over the last 2 games, he's averaging 13.5. Like,
getting back to Todd's thing about the wings. Yeah, says that.
Oh my
God. That's the ultimate mystery. Tom says, let's go. I'm so jacked up right now. Screw the haters.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, pretty much. My goodness. But there is, hold on, let me see if I can find it. There is a video that we just posted on our socials. Hold on a moment. We just uploaded it on our socials. Hold on, I'll put the big screen up real quick.
The Godfather.
Let me put the full screen in there for everyone. We'll be quiet while the video plays. Hold on a moment.
Was that a good enough win for everybody? That's 5 straight for your 76ers, my 76ers. Let's freaking go. And we're watching another star grow right in front of our eyes in Tyrese Maxey. All right, this kid just constantly gets better. Tyrese Maxey got better in 1 season than Ben Simmons did in his entire career. Put some respect on Tyrese Maxey. Put some respect on my 76ers. The beast of the East. We'll see anybody anytime. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Love when he gets fired up.
Gotta love it.
You gotta love it. Yeah, absolutely. You have to love it. But it's the truth, though. And I say this too, because I meant to bring this up, and I'm happy we pulled up that video because it reminded me. The fact that we're the villains now after the Ben Simmons trade, 1, I love it. And 2, I love the fact that everyone's complaining, be like, oh, they're at the foul line too much. Does it really matter? Like, how many points were there? Did they get at the foul line? Does it really matter? Like, Embiid got like a shitload of points, but how many points did he get at the foul line? How many points did Harden get at the foul line? All right, I have a simple solution. I have a very simple solution. If you want to stop them shooting at the free throw line, stop them. But what the answer is? You can't. You can't stop them. So they're going to keep going to the free throw line, and they're going to foul you to death. You're like, oh, it's such boring basketball. Well, stop again. Stop.
And at the end of the day, you got to make those shots.
Yeah. Yep.
You still got to make the shot, like regardless if they're called free throws or not. And we all think you should just hit every single one of them. you still got to make the fucking shots. So
I mean, you got to make the shots, but I mean, at the same
it's a
time,
weak
I love it
excuse.
because it puts the other team in foul trouble predicaments. And that's what you want. Is like, it's okay. I'm gonna make you have to dig deep into your bench because about half of your starters are gone. You can't run the plays that you want to. I mean, that's basketball, ladies and gentlemen. It's called strategy. It's not. We're not playing pickup games in the on the Ruckers.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, I'll take however you want to win. Right now, we're knocking on the door of being number one.
Yeah. The beep says Maxey reminds me of Tony Parker. Wow.
That was the comp at that was one of the comps at a college.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll gladly take Tony Parker.
Honestly, like I get that comp, but I think he has a higher, at least
Higher
from what
ceiling.
we've seen. Yes, higher
Yeah.
ceiling offensively, at least from what we're seeing with him right now.
That's why I said Wade. Like Wade in his prime when he had Shaq when they went to the championship with the Heat, like he went off.
Oh, and if Maxey can bulk up like him, if he can put muscle on like him, it's over.
Oh,
it's over.
Yeah. Look at his eyes even wider. He's about it's over.
Oh my god, yeah.
he's like that is scary.
If you add the speed and then he's toned up body wise, like that would be scary.
And he's already a stocky kid too, though.
Yeah,
he's already a stocky kid.
So you can see that he can do that.
And he's only 21, right? Like 20. I don't even think he's 21 yet. Yeah, I don't even think he's 21 yet.
He is. Yeah, he might have just turned 21. Yeah, he turned 21 in November.
Yeah, so he hasn't even like filled out into like his body yet. Like he hasn't even filled out yet.
Yeah, he feels.
Once you get like 23, 24, you start filling out a little bit. But he hasn't even gotten into his man body yet. That's the.
That's why
that's so
looking at the Lakers right now and seeing how they are in turmoil and already thinking about getting off the LeBron train, and you know how LeBron looked at the league.
Come here, LeBron.
Exactly. This is the most.
Back it up this way.
He's definitely looking at what we have in the Sixers, and he's like, "Hey, I go there. I don't have to really kill my body like I'm doing it right now." Bronny coming in the league, hey, I don't like. He's already kind of like, hey, I don't mind, and then he can really. You talking about another leader?
Yeah.
Hey, that's when I say, yeah, bring on LeBron, because right now we got a great nucleus.
Well, again, and people always criticize LeBron. Like whenever people like, and I get he complains and that whole thing. I understand it, but at the same time, he still wants to win at the end of the day. But I'm not even going to focus on talking about bringing in LeBron until the offseason. But
the way people hate LeBron, if Embiid was on another team, we would despise the living fuck out of him.
Yeah. Yep.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine watching Embiid every night? I swear to God, I would want to throw fucking snowballs at his head.
Like, all he does is make 3 free throws.
Oh my God, he does a 3 extra.
Yeah.
That's why I never took it seriously when people would complain about LeBron.
No.
I'm just like, we have the same thing. We have fucking Joel Embiid, where if he was on another team, I would hate the living shit out of the guy.
Well, it's funny too, and it's the same thing with James Harden too. Like people hated him when he wasn't on our team, but now that he's on our team, everyone loves him.
All right, so we changed the 3-point rules to where now Harden can start leaning in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
of course they change it once we get Harden. Bullshit.
Well, but again, it's going back to the LeBron thing real quick, to where everyone does, like, nobody likes LeBron, but like when he was a free agent and he was looking around cities and looking at different schools for his kids,
everybody wanted him.
I was like, oh my God, LeBron.
You had those dumb fucks who were standing outside the center talking about how they didn't want him.
Yeah. You'll always have those people that just
fucking losers.
Yeah, that just want to look at.
Oh my God, it's not gonna be our championship. It's gonna be his. Yeah. Really? Because it's the same fucking parade from my stand view.
Yeah.
But we'll play the Heat on Sunday.
Yeah.
We play them tomorrow.
We play them tomorrow.
Oh shit!
And this is the thing.
Miami?
Like, yeah, we got to travel. They're probably leaving like now.
We're in. I mean, it's a 3-hour flight, so it's not too bad. But
I think that they said they're leaving now. But regardless, like this was the next thing I was going to bring up. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose that game because it's
Yeah,
that wouldn't surprise me either.
If we pull out that dub, I mean, then yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. But that is definitely like you talking about a back-to-back game and against the number 1 seed. Like the Miami's definitely catching us at the right time. And you said like Jimmy Butler's coming back. So so they're getting healthy. So it's if we lose,
I just don't want fans overreacting. Like they're like if they lose,
it's not a big deal.
Overact. It's one game.
It's not a big deal. I mean, we just played a tough Cleveland team. I mean, Cleveland is nothing to sneeze at. They always gonna fight you.
Yeah.
I mean, and you talking about back to back. So it's, I mean, if we get the dub, tremendous. If not, still no big deal because you're talking about back to back games, and it's tough to do that.
Yeah, as long as it's competitive, I don't care whether we win or lose. If it's a playoff series, I might have a different reaction, but
sure.
But again, people want to complain about like our opponents too. Like the Cavs aren't a bad team at all. They're a very good defensive team too. And the fact that we put 126,
I think 122. But yeah, you're right. They have the best.
We put up 120 on a great defensive team. It's impressive.
They have I think they have the best defensive rating in the league as far as points per game.
That's fine.
I mean, they're rangy. Like all their guys are just like lengthy, so it's hard to. I mean, we wasn't able to get in the paint like we usually would, but we still was able to counteract that. Was able to get in the paint, get a couple of points there. But I mean, to pull out the W, hey, I'll take it all day.
That's a talented young team in the Cavs.
Yeah. I mean, people can knock the Cavs all you want to because we're so used to always hearing when you think about the Cavs, you always think of LeBron. But
they're about to they will make the playoffs for the first time without LeBron James since 92, 93. And if they win a playoff series, it'll be their first non-LeBron playoff series since 89.
Interesting.
Oh, I thought they went to the playoffs with Kyrie when he wasn't there.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's why I always tell people when they talk about Kyrie, and I'm like, what has he done without LeBron? Nothing.
Well, I'm glad that we avoided that headache because God,
I thank Jesus every day.
I mean, that's why I still can't believe people have the Nets in championship talks. I'm like,
I don't get that either, and they're still like the betting favorite to win the East, which is insane. But going back to the Cavaliers defense, their defensive rating is 4th in the NBA.
See?
4th now. Still.
I mean, you can't sneeze at that, man.
But everyone will be like, it's the Cavs.
Just remember, we've beaten them 3 times now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the last time we played them, we like blew them out.
Yep.
That was the last time we played them, but this time it was close, which I pretty much expected. I thought it was going to be close. And again, like I touched on before, at one point in the first half, we were down, I think, 21-22.
Yep.
So the fact that you came back from that and had a monstrous second half, it tells you a lot about this basketball team from top to bottom. It tells you a lot.
Fuck.
I just love how we able to turn it on in the third and fourth quarter. I mean, that's where you want to see your team really continue to fight. I mean, definitely don't lay down, still engaged in the game because this is the kind of game when you had Miami, you could have easily just say, you know what, we'll just go ahead, rest the players, call it a night. Yeah, they could have really mailed it in tonight, but they continued to fight and got the dub. And going into the Miami game, I mean, you want all the momentum you possibly can. Because knowing you win this game is definitely going to put us close in the number 1. So I give credit where credit's due, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I said before the season, man, they were going to be a top 3 team in the East.
Yeah, and
people laugh.
Definitely right there. Absolutely right there. Casey Abel says, "I hope we play Brooklyn in the playoffs so we can."
Brooklyn ain't even making the playoffs.
Exactly. I mean,
they might not. They're in the play-in tournament now. They're in the play-in tournament now, so
I think they'll make it.
I think they'll. Yeah, I think they'll make it. But
I don't.
Do they get past the play-in tournament?
KD doesn't get hurt. They're making it.
Oh yeah,
But that's the
absolutely.
thing. Like you betting on KD's health,
Mhm.
which is again,
Kyrie wherever games he can play, and if Simmons decides to show up, like
Well,
that
it's
is
all a gamble, no doubt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you got Pete's luck with gambling, or they got their luck with, I don't think
to be
it's gonna
fair,
go so well.
I was following Jake's cue. So
Oh, now you're throwing me
Oh
under
wow,
the
You
bus.
only
wow,
bet
Throw-
what you're willing to lose.
wow,
Simplest rule in the
throw
book.
Jake
Yeah,
under the
exactly.
bus,
You ain't
huh?
willing to lose it, then don't bet it.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
you was paying attention last week, you saw how Jake needed those threes too. So
Yep.
So hey, yeah, that's why I can't bet basketball. I just can't. I do a straight up. Hey, well, who's gonna win? Yeah, I'll do it that. But you talking about players and certain points? I'm good.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Versus.
Casey says Fultz is
No, he's
absolutely
not.
ready. He's okay.
it's year 5, and we're if we have to have the discussion 5 years in about whether or not Markelle Fultz is good, he's
I
not.
don't think he's a bad player.
I mean, I don't think
He's
that's
a bust.
I don't think that's true.
As a number one,
He's a
Yeah.
number. He's
No.
a number one. He's the number one overall pick, and he still hasn't figured it out.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but he's still young enough for it to be
He
that
can bounce back.
He could still
I
turn
think
he
into
can
something.
absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
could he bounce back? Sure, but once again, it's year 5, and we're still not sure.
He
on this
showed
yet.
flashes last year.
But
Yeah.
he played like 4. He played 3 games where he looked fine,
Mhm.
and then when he played against someone who was good defensively, he got shut the fuck down.
Are you
And
going
then,
off
like-
the games that we've seen them, or are you watching all these Orlando?
No, because I was going off.
I'm not making
before he
fun.
got
I'm
hurt.
asking.
I was talking about before he got hurt.
Yeah.
He had like 2 games where he like blew the fuck up, and then he came back down to earth prior to getting hurt.
Yeah.
Well, to Bosky,
mean,
Habib,
That's not my
Habib,
fucking
man,
problem.
grow some nuts, man. I would love to have Brooklyn in
Yeah.
the playoffs.
Why is
would love
everybody
it.
so scared of the Nets? I don't get it.
Exactly?
I
I
don't
mean,
get it
like,
at all.
What are you
What are you worried about?
KD can't shake someone's hand without pulling a hammy.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, KD's gonna get his points because KD's just automatic and it's insane.
yeah, I mean, KD's KD, but like, let's
Automatic
come on,
injury.
people, like, why are we afraid of the Nets? I mean,
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, hell, the freaking right now, Simmons is scared to even show up in Philly.
Yeah.
Love
And,
the video, by the way.
But it's that and they lost what's his name for the year too. The Nets. They just lost what's his name for the year?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, why am I forgetting his name?
Drummond.
Right there with you.
No, not Drummond. I know Drummond's hurt too.
The white dude, white shooter.
Harris, right? Harris.
Yeah, Joe Harris. Yes.
Yeah, Joe. They lost
Really?
Joe Harris for the year.
Yep.
So
Damn.
one of their
Which
better
is-
shooters. They lost him
Which
for the
his
year.
injury
and
might be
then-
more serious than they initially thought. So
Yeah,
they're
'cause
talking like career.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
That's why they're like they initially pushed it under the rug, saying like he was out a couple months, and then
It might be a career-ending it or a possible career-ending injury.
possibly they're being so like weird with like disclosing a lot of the information. That's why a lot of people think it could be something more serious.
More so. Okay.
Well,
Makes sense.
Oh.
Hopefully it's not that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really hope not because, especially for anybody that makes it to, have their dreams come true and playing
Yeah, you
on
don't
that
want to see
kind
that
of
happen.
like a career-ending injury. So still young, you always want them to go out on their terms or unless it's, bad production or whatever, but, never career-ending. Never that.
Joe
No,
Harris
not at
is
all.
clutch.
Joe Harris is clutch. Chris Moore says 4 of the next 5 games are against playoff contending teams.
Should be fun.
All right.
Yeah, fine with me. Let me pull
If
up
we
the
go
schedule
3,
real
if we're
quick.
going 3-1, 3-2, whatever, I call that a victory.
So the next 5 are as follows. Obviously, we have the Heat tomorrow. On Monday, we have the Chicago Bulls. Thursday,
Yeah.
March 10th, we have the Brooklyn Nets.
Smoking them.
That Sunday, March 13th, we have the Orlando Magic, which
Dub.
Smoke.
yeah, but it's always like we're in Orlando too, and for whatever reason, we always
okay.
struggle in Orlando. I don't know.
Okay, I thought that was a home game. Okay,
Yeah, I have a weird vibe about that, and it's just for whatever reason they always play well against us. But
well, hopefully
then
Harden doesn't go party.
yeah, exactly. And then number 5, the Denver Nuggets come here on Monday, March 14th.
That's gonna be a tough one.
That's gonna be a good game too. And then that Wednesday also we go against the Cavs. But that Magic and Nuggets game, that's the back-to-back, so
yeah,
it should be exciting. Yeah, it should be exciting.
Well, depending on how we perform with this back-to-back will give me a good perspective how we can really handle back-to-back games.
Yeah.
Because it's just so tough and it's easy to just mail it in.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yeah, absolutely. KZ also says he hasn't produced for a number 1 overall pick. Sure, but that doesn't mean he still can't produce in the future. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he can't, but like if you're the number 1 overall pick and it's almost 5 years in and we're still not sure what you are, it's not exactly a good sign.
Yeah. I see you Muns in the comments.
We can trash Simmons all we want, but like his first 5 years was it 3 all-star teams, first team all defense multiple times, defensive player of the year candidate, third team all NBA at one point. Like,
yeah, I hear you.
I hear you too, but guess what? When you talking about up and coming player and you're right there, like you just named off all the accolades, but here it is when the lights are bright. Like that's what it matters. Like, okay, during the season, during the NBA, okay, that's how I feel. You know, like after the All-Star game, that's why I'm really honed in on the NBA because hey, this is where you're gonna see who's really trying to go and win a chip. And when you're in the playoffs and you're not doing anything like a la Simmons, I'm sorry, like you just can't. You don't give me no freaking single digits in the playoffs, and you talking about you trying to be that, and you're an all-star caliber player. Like that don't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, like I understand like the concern with Kevin Durant. Like it doesn't matter who you put on Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's going to get his regardless.
Yeah, you touch KD a little bit too much, and then he'll get hurt. There you go.
Yeah, no, he's.
I mean, but you keep saying that. We could say this. Like other teams could say the same thing about Embiid. If we're being
exactly.
Like,
I'm not going to
He's actually played more games in the last 3 years than Harden.
Man, y'all make me find some wood right now.
What did you say, Pete?
I said Embiid's played more games in the last 3 years than Harden.
You mean?
I mean, he also missed a full year because of an Achilles injury.
Yeah. Oh, when he was in Golden State, right? I forgot about that. Chris Moore also says Bulls just lost.
Good. They're frauds.
Man, hey, don't be saying that, man.
They're not frauds. They've had injuries literally all year.
I like the Bulls a lot.
I know, right?
We beat them 3 times. We haven't played them with their full.
We haven't played them with their full roster yet.
And plus, I like the way DeRozan done stepped up his game since he was
DeRozan's so good. I love DeMar DeRozan. I've always been.
I was like, damn, why didn't we get him in free agency? I wish I would.
The MIDI god, man.
That's who I wanted. I wanted DeMar. I wanted DeMar DeRozan, but it's just. DeMar DeRozan, Alex Caruso. I love Alex Caruso.
And like I said,
Lonzo I like too.
Game, man.
I like Lonzo. I like Lonzo a lot. And he's developed into a nice player. I didn't think he would. I didn't think he would change his shot to what it is. Which more credit to him.
I'm happy he was able to get away from his psycho dad, and like when he's finally on his own, he's able to like develop and do all these things he's supposed to do, which is nice.
Because what was it? He had that like sideways shot.
Yeah, sideways. It was so awkward because his right arm was cocked out to all the way towards the all the way out here. And then like
that's why I want to know. I want to know how you're teaching your kids. I want to know how you're teaching your kids basketball their whole lives, and you somehow taught your son that shot.
Yeah, but
it was what was comfortable for him.
Yeah, and I mean,
he clearly wasn't comfortable in the NBA though. Like,
well, they all didn't shoot like that either. It was Lonzo that shot like that. It's not like he told like all those kids.
No, I'm not saying.
Imagine coming in the chat and talking about KD. That's going to play 4-on-5.
Todd,
lost.
no, Tom, we're playing
absolutely.
3-on-5.
Where are you getting 3-on-5?
What's his name's not? You know what's his name's only going to play half the time? Kyrie.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So like three,
Yeah, at home.
3 and a
When they're
half.
at home. Yeah, when they're at home, that's a good point. Yeah,
And
I'm not worried about the Brooklyn Nets. Who are the Brooklyn
No,
Nets?
and you don't think James Harden is going to want to drop 40 on them? Like,
Listen,
come on, man.
Yeah, you might want to put a prop bet on there for Harden against the Nets because he's going to want to go
Step
off.
back city, baby.
Yeah,
There you go.
He's going to want to go off. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Brian Wilson also from Agree to Disagree on Sunday nights. He says, "What's up, boys? Sixers rolling." Yeah, absolutely. It's a blast. It's an absolute blast. But it's exciting. It's really exciting to.
So did we give up too much? I just want to know.
To the people that actually know basketball, no. To the national media,
I've heard it already. He's like, "Oh man, we gave up one of the best backup centers. We gave Steph Curry. We gave up 2 first-round picks."
Whatever.
Well, will Curry and Drummond be free agents next year? Like
Drummond will be.
Drummond will, but here's the thing: Drummond was not resigning here. He was going to get too much cash.
Yeah, Drummond's going to get paid.
Season.
He'll get paid.
Curry still has one more year left.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I was just like,
I'm cool with James Harden.
It doesn't hurt us at all because there you go. You get Drummond would have been a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Go get your money.
It was basically a Steph Curry for Andre Drummond. I mean, a Steph Curry for James Harden swap. That was it.
Basically, and first round picks that you're not going to see for like another 4 years.
Yeah, because and you can say whatever you want about Millsap and Drummond because Drummond's going to be on the new team next year, and Millsap might not even be in the league next year. So
yeah, well, he won't be here. That's for sure. He definitely won't.
He might not be here for another like 5 games. So
no, you're probably right. You're probably right. But again, when people are like so worried, and I don't want to talk about the offseason because of what we're doing right now, but you have to understand too, with James Harden, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and all the guys that we have in the organization. And if we win this year, like if we win it all this year, or at least go to the finals this year, we're a destination.
Well, I think
automatically a destination.
I think we're going to be a destination regardless.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You're gonna have dudes who are going to want to come play here, and God forbid James Harden takes less.
Which could be a possibility. Which could absolutely be a possibility.
Harden wants to win. I mean, you're talking to a guy that already got a couple of max deals.
Yep.
So money. He's not chasing money now.
Well,
like
I want those. If you can get a LeBron like deal where 3 for 75, which gives you a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, just to switch up some topics because I know free agency is right around the corner, and seeing how the Patriots not going to bring back J.C. Jackson,
yes, please.
Yeah, I'm pushing for that.
Him and his buddy from the Lions, please.
Who?
Quandre Diggs.
Quandre Diggs.
Yeah. I'd rather have Marcus Williams.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't think you're going to get Marcus Williams, so that's why I say Quandre Diggs.
Because reason being, I like this. I'd rather go in free agency targeting more of the secondary.
Yep.
And at least get one veteran wide receiver and then use in the draft to get pass rushing. Defensive line and linebackers.
Corner, yep.
Because I mean, as much as I love Sauce Gardner and Kyrie Elam, I mean, still want to, get some depth. But if you're talking about, one of those corners versus, J.C. Jackson or Marcus Williams, even Kyle Hamilton, like I'll go with the veteran on that one. Mm-hmm. Because with Darius Slay, I'd rather go ahead and have a lockdown secondary, which we haven't had since God knows when. to and redoing this whole our defensive line because
they're gonna focus on that too. Absolutely, they're gonna focus on that.
That's why it's like shore up your secondary so you don't have to be in that predicament because I would hate to see one of these top pass rushers drop and like say for instance even Sauce Gardner is like right there and you're just like, oh shit, who do I really want? Because that's a tough pick right there.
BPA, man, BPA.
Yeah, I mean there's a what do you call it? I mean I like Traylon Burks a lot out of Arkansas at the wide receiver. I like him a lot.
I like Olave a lot more.
To finally see how fast Olave is.
I didn't know he was that fast.
Yeah, that day, like he had truly became my number one wide receiver out of this draft because he's so smooth with his route running.
Any of the Ohio State kids, you're good.
Yeah,
but I'm in the minority because I don't want James Harden Williams. Just because I want, if I'm drafting a wide receiver in the first round, I need someone who's going to give me day one production.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I hear
and
you.
And then and with him, like it might not be till game 8 or 12.
Mm-hmm. Depending on how.
Well, I just know we need some size at our wide receiver position, so that's why it's like Trey Burke is definitely
I guess you do, but like. If you can just get a super talented guy, like I'm cool with it. Like I don't really care. Like,
well, at least knowing that we have a number 2, that's
well, like look at it this way, like
veteran or even a young
there's
guy.
There's not really any size in Kansas City, and they're fine.
As wide receivers go, yeah, no, that's a good point.
There's no size there. It's just speed and technique.
Yeah,
absolutely. But that's starting to catch up to him because you're starting to learn how to bracket. Hill, and as long as you do that, Kelsey's still gonna get his touches, but you gotta just limit it. Like there's certain ways you can stop that Kansas City offense but if you got the pass rush that can actually get to the quarterback, that's what you saw during that's why I said the Cincinnati defense is, to me, they didn't get enough credit because their front seven can get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Not all the time, not automatically, but
the Eagles free agency with Quandre Diggs and like JC Jackson, like I do backflips. Like,
well, if you're getting you might only be able to get both depending on because you're gonna have to pay JC Jackson.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
crazy amount of money.
to pay him, but like I don't think Diggs is gonna get the crazy amount of money people think.
Maybe.
It's tough, This
and you could probably bring McLeod back for cheap.
I'm not. For
like a 1 year deal, I have no problem bringing back Rodney because you still need another safety. Like you still need a second safety.
I'd rather bring back Harris, to be honest. I'd rather
bring
back Anthony Harris. Yeah,
I like Harris, but I think Harris is going to get cash.
We'll see.
I'm trying to. I'm all about trying to keep like a young nucleus. I mean, we still get you a veteran, but it'll be on the other side of 30,
And if I have to bring Steven Nelson back, I won't hate it. Like,
yeah,
because he's a solid, serviceable number 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's a million different directions of that.
Like, I think it's just going to be a fun as fuck off season.
It's good. It's going to be a huge off season. It's going to be huge.
Like, can you imagine that? Like, imagine like day one, like you go out, like let's say you go out, you get like a really cool free agent wide receiver, or you trade for DK Metcalf, or you pick up Amari Cooper, or you trade for Calvin Ridley or whoever. Like it's just the city's just gonna explode.
Yeah.
Well, you know why it doesn't make me excited, honestly?
Why? You're a buzzkill.
Because I know who's throwing him the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't like
it does matter. Oh my god. How does it not matter? He's throwing.
It does matter.
He can improve. He can improve in the offseason.
I mean,
that's
improve, sure.
Possibility.
But as of right now,
we
don't know.
Look, I understand he had his shortcomings this year. He did, but he did enough to where we won 8 games with him. Like
his legs. Yeah, I agree with his legs.
He still made some throws with his arm. Like they weren't as much for other guys, but like he still made throws.
He did.
Like this is his team. Let's not act like I jokingly called him Tebow early on in the season last year, but his arm picked up. Like, he started making better throws. Like, this isn't like Tim Tebow where you look at it and you're just like, oh.
I mean, his arm's not going to get better.
No, I mean, his arm is.
I don't need his choices, his decision. I need him just to be accurate. I need him to make the right throws.
Okay, well, his arm isn't going to get better, so let's not act like that's miraculously going to happen.
But his decision making,
will his decision making get better? Potentially, potentially.
But if he does that and the defense is better, then I'm not worried.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I'm just voicing like myself, like as an Eagles fan, like I'm not jazzed up as maybe a lot of people, even giving the amount of cap that we have, just because I know how many holes we have. I know we don't have, we like, in my opinion, and I said a couple weeks ago, like, all right, I'm cool with rolling with Hurts.
Yeah, for another.
I am to a degree, but I'm not comfortable with it. I don't think it's going to be a good situation.
Yes, Habib. Yes,
I would love. Yeah, but like, even if Hurts is what he is, like, if you go out and you get a veteran wide receiver to make his job a little bit easier, it's going to help his development. Like, I'm not saying he's going to become like a top 10 quarterback or anything, but it's going to give you a better sense of where he's at.
Right. No, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm going off of what I've seen from the kid, not only in the pros, but literally seen it
in college,
most of the time in college.
Yeah. Yep.
It's the same shit. It's not like we're seeing different things. It's the same shit.
And that's where, like, I understand where you're coming from, Dan. But that's why I'm like, I'd rather go ahead, use this year, build the roster. I mean, I'm like I said, would it be nice to have use the actual 3 first rounders? Of course, it would be nice. But I'm already like, okay, however you want to get it, if you trade Andre Dillard and somehow get, like, if a team like the Bengals is willing to take Andre Dillard for a first rounder in 2023, or somehow like like
I think
like
they're desperate.
Either that, or as long as we got 2 first rounders in 2023, I'm happy, because if Hurts doesn't produce, at least we know we're going to get one of those quarterbacks that's coming out in the next draft
year. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's where I'm want. It's like, because I know it's like, I don't know what it seems like, even from the Senior Bowl, they're pushing Malik Willis so hard to be that quarterback, to be like that off the first four.
That's why it does nothing for me.
He has a better arm than Hurts,
like, slightly, not much.
Oh, it's much better.
I don't think so.
It's deep at ball accuracy, but anyway.
Yeah, you had John Johnson.
I can't. We can't use that combine. Everybody
I don't.
But I was just like, dude, I was like, no protection. It's just guys playing catch.
That's all it is.
They were talking about that on the midday show today, and they're like, Johnny Marks was like, oh man, I would take him top 5. You're out of your fucking mind.
I did hear that.
Out of your fucking mind. And you would take Malik Willis 5 to 7.
Yeah, no.
Like the Notre Dame quarterback, and some I just remember his last name was Crum. I mean, they was throwing dimes too.
There's like at least 3 or 4 quarterbacks I like for Malik Willis.
What is it? Coke or whatever? It's one of them weird ass names.
It was a weird name.
But like just about all the quarterbacks in that combine was throwing deep ball dimes, and I was just like, that's not hard. And then you have some of these fast wide receivers, so they was able to run right under it. Like, this was the fastest wide receiver combine ever. Yeah, as far as wide receivers. So it's.
But even then, 40s don't really mean much, and that's what I mean. That's why I haven't really been paying attention to the combine this year. I just don't pay attention to the combine.
Like, all the players now are like opting out of bowl games just so they can prepare for the combine. So it's making it much harder to truly say, like, okay, can you really go by these numbers? And I'm going to have to say you can't go by the numbers anymore, because half of these players are opting out and training for the combine.
I just go by what I see on tape. That's what I go by. I
And,
don't care
and that's
about.
what you always got to trust. You always trust the game tape.
Yeah, I don't care about measurables. Like, obviously, measurables matter.
Do they?
like broad jump to me matters. The
Yeah,
high jump
it's
matters because it measures explosiveness.
Like look
So
at DK Metcalf's cone drill. Everyone lost their fucking minds over that. So.
They're like, oh, he's so slow out of the cone.
Yeah, that was me. I fucked up on that one. Oof.
Yeah. You try to be fucking 230 and move quick and
I'll take the L. I'll take the L on that one.
I love.
Well, when it comes to that,
when it comes
the
to
only
a genetic
drill that
freak,
matters when they're going from one from the sideline to sideline, they're making a catch going across. That's what kind of matters to me because I'm seeing more body control.
Yes.
Derek Stingley. I don't know about Stingley, man.
I love him. I love him.
He's coming off a huge foot injury, which he was out for last year.
And he's always been up and down to me. One like the year that everybody talking about how he shut down Devontae Smith. It was special.
Devontae Smith killed him that game though. Devontae Smith killed him. That was like 200-something yard game. He fucking killed Derek Stingley. But I don't know. Well, we'll see. I have my concerns, and I've watched him for 3 years almost. So it's
Again,
his freshman year was his best year. I've said that forever. His freshman year was his best year.
If I get Stingley, I feel really happy.
I mean, him being a number 2 to Slay, yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm absolutely
and that's the perfect. That's the perfect situation for him. Is that he doesn't have to be your lockdown number 1 corner.
Not yet.
Think about that situation. You're sandwiched between Darius Slay, who's an All-Pro basically, and Avonte Maddox, who's one of the best slot corners in the NFL.
Yep.
So you're going to get all that help, not to mention whatever they go out and get when it comes to the safety position.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. There's a million different directions we'll go, and
so exciting.
Once
March
the new
16th
league
can't come soon enough.
March 16th, the new league year starts, and all the trades and all the
it's already starting to happen. I mean, Amari Cooper is getting ready to be released, so it's like that's why I said
midnight green.
Yeah, but the thing is too though, that $20 million you still got to pay it. Whatever team he goes to, you still got to pay that $20 million.
Even if they cut him.
Even if they cut him, yeah, it's a part of his contract. So
yeah,
unless they renegotiate his contract, that $20 million is still there.
I'll renegotiate. I got no problem with that. He's that good.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's one of the best route runners in the NFL.
I think we're done kind of recycling Cowboys trash.
But he's not even like a real cowboy though. Like,
still,
like I understand, like other ones, like Murray didn't work because we didn't use him the right way. Miles Austin was at the end of his career. Orlando Scandrick was at the end of his career. Like, this is a still productive wide receiver who we're pairing with another stellar wide receiver. Like,
he did give us that Jets game, though. I will give him that. He did give us that Jets game.
He had 800. He had 800 something yards and like 8 touchdowns. Like.
Well, okay. Would you sign Cooper, give up a third or a second for Ridley, or a first for DK Metcalf?
I'd go Metcalf, Cooper, and then Ridley.
Well,
but once again, if I did any of those, I'm fine with any of those 3 options. If any of those 3 options happen, I'm doing fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But which one would you take?
Yeah, I would pick Metcalf because I think Metcalf is the best. But I also really, really like Cooper because I really, really like the chances of getting him in 2018.
Well, okay, so here's the thing, too, that people don't realize. Calvin Ridley and Amari Cooper are the same age.
Mm-hmm.
They're both 27. So just put that in perspective. And again, I'm not saying that matters, but...
Isn't there like a year difference between them, though? Pretty sure one of them's about to. I think Cooper is just about to turn 28.
Yeah,
Cooper's about to turn 28 because Ridley came in as a senior. Right. Came in the league after a senior year. So,
but still, yeah.
No, so I'm not saying it matters, but
I'm entering 2022, and my 3 wide receivers are Devonta Smith, Quez Watkins, and any of those 3. Hallelujah.
I mean, I need at least a 4th one, though. I definitely need a 4th. I'll take
Cool.
Allen Robinson.
We'll go out and we'll get Zach Pascal. Sure.
Well, like I said, I'm on my DJ chain, man. I'm not coming off the DJ train.
Yeah,
That's
but it
who
looks like the Jaguars are gonna try and bring him back. So we'll see.
Yeah, I figure it's not.
But that's the great thing about this offseason. There's so many fucking chances. Like, and now the fact that Amari Cooper is going to be cut, that's just another fucking chance to improve your wide receiver room.
Well, you wouldn't be doing your job as a GM if you didn't look. Anyway.
Of course.
If you didn't look.
Yeah.
But it's definitely intriguing. He's a great receiver.
Like you're guaranteed. You are guaranteed to have an upgrade in your wide receiver room. And how many years can you say that? That like there's at least 20 to 25 guaranteed wide receivers who can improve your wide receiver room.
Mm-hmm.
And who are bona fide, because I think at least 15 of them could be a wide receiver one. That's how deep this free agent class is.
Yeah.
And that's not even to mention how good the wide receiver class is. Because I think the wide receivers are at least 3 rounds deep.
Oh yeah, I love Tolbert. I love his.
I like David
Moore. Very smooth.
David Moore is going to shoot up though. What's his name too? Sky Moore. That's
he's been shooting up. Dude. I'm gonna watch some more film on him. I'm not completely sold on him quite yet. I gotta watch some more.
Yeah, I haven't
film.
looked at him yet either.
So I can't fully put my money on him, but I do love Trey Burke because he's very solid. He just like Dan said, he didn't really have a quarterback really to throw to him, but when he got the ball, he did make magic in his hands. He got that Debo Samuel in him. Mm-hmm. William is like it's also like certain wide receivers are coming off those injuries too, so you got to think about that, which is going to.
There's 2 Alabama kids.
Yeah. So they're going to drop because of injury, but it's still like okay if
I can't touch him, man. I can't.
What's my man?
Mechie.
I don't want to. Yeah, Mechie.
Mechie, one of the two.
Like he's in a third round, like that's a no-brainer.
I like him a lot.
Oh yeah, I would love him. And that's like if I'm going to draft an injured wide receiver, I'll take him in round 3 all day.
Round 2 or round 3, yeah. But I would not be surprised if they go wide receiver for like a 3rd straight year. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. But here's what I will say:
we're not drafting a linebacker.
No, I think we might draft a linebacker. But
when I see it, Jake.
Hey, if Lloyd is right there, even if Dean is right there, you
have to. Lloyd or Dean.
It's with that 15 and 16 pick, like you got to get a linebacker with one of those 2 picks, and then get the pass rusher. Like you have to, bro.
See it. I just don't see it. They haven't drafted one since '79. Howie's never drafted the first one on wide receiver, despite time and time again having chances to do so.
Yeah.
No, but that's the point though. Like it's like you can't just keep ignoring the linebacker position, because guess what? Our linebackers are not that fast to close the gap on the sideline. Like I'm getting tired of getting burned. Like, is TJ Edwards that stuffer in the middle? Yes, he has improved, absolutely. But can you actually say that he's one of the top caliber linebackers in the league? Hell no. And let's not even get started on Singleton. Like, please, like he's special team / he's a great backup for your linebacker position. Like if he if he came in as a backup, I'm happy because I know he can do his job.
Yeah,
I'll believe it when I see it. Like they've never done it. They haven't done it since '79. And like people will talk about linebacker every year, and at this point, it's just talk. That's all it is. Until they actually go out and do it and set a precedent to where, they've done it. So now you can look at it and be like, okay, they've drafted a linebacker in the first round. It's a possibility. It's not.
Well, the reason why I'm so harped on it, because I'm like, you can't, I know Howie's trying to sell that he's, got a, great linebacking room, whatever, but I'm like, bullshit. Okay, Davion Taylor hasn't stayed healthy. I'm not sold on I'm sold on his athletic ability, but I'm not sold on him staying healthy and being a true dominant linebacker.
No,
PJ Edwards and Singleton, we already done went over them, and then my man from Temple, I mean, he already carved a role as a special teams player.
Sean
So
Bradley,
yeah, so I'm like this. When you trying to where we're at right now, we're trying to get at least a star at every level of the defense.
Mhm.
I mean, the offense is pretty much straight. There is nothing else that you need to do on the offense. And last time I checked, we still got one of the greatest offensive line coaches in the NFL. So I don't know why everybody's trying to tag a lineman in the first round for us. I mean, it don't make any fucking sense.
No, it's not that it doesn't make sense. Like, there are certain linemen in this draft to where if they fail, I would draft them. Like, Tyler Lindenbaum is a top 5 to top 10 talent. If
he's a generational talent.
He's a generational talent. If I could get Tyler Lindenbaum, I would draft Tyler Lindenbaum because he's an elite prospect. But that's it. Like, he's like him and Neal in like the first 3 picks are like the only 2 linemen I would draft in the first round.
Yeah, Neal's good too.
But here's the thing: we don't like. I know it's like almost like a hanging cloud because we don't know if Kelsey's coming back. Yes. But if Kelsey comes back, then you got this generational talent center. You gonna really have him sitting? Like, come on!
Maybe Kelsey possibly retires the next year. Like, I have no problem. Like, there's obviously that worry, but with a generational talent like Lindenbaum, I'm willing to take that chance because
so am I.
It's just the talent. Like,
you can't. Yeah, it's tough to pass on that talent. But
yeah.
I mean, Kelsey's going to come back this year. Kelsey's definitely
he's obviously going to come back, but
everything's pointing towards him coming back this year.
But him being here long term is just not. It's just not likely.
No, this year is going to be his last year.
Exactly. Well, that's why I'm like, you still got Isaac Selamalo, who was supposed to be the future center.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. If you really look at our offensive line, depth, like we really got some players. Like we really got.
We do. But if you can grab a guy who's going to be probably a 15-year center in Tyler Lindenbaum, you draft him.
Yep. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have good depth or not.
I feel the same way.
Don't keep it simple, stupid.
My 2 things. Howie has said, at least at the combine recently, he said he has learned from his mistakes. We'll see if he actually has. But he has prefaced that a lot. He's been paying attention to a lot of his last drafts, and obviously the last one the last one that he had was very good. So he said he's learned from his previous mistakes. We'll see if he has. But another thing that I noticed, and I don't think many other people notice, is that they're really trying to praise Jalen Hurts at the combine and in these interviews. Something to keep an eye on.
I mean, it's either it can be smoke, a lot of smoke, or, he's really said that because, like you said, he knows that he got to rebuild the roster. So
I think he believes in Hurts. I think in his mind, Hurts will be the quarterback unless there's an option out there that he can't say no to. Like Russell Wilson for a first and a third, or Deshaun Watson gets cleared of all charges, or Derek Carr for a second-round pick, or some super cheap deal. If any of those things happen, they're the new quarterback for the Eagles. Otherwise, it's the guy.
He can't call. He's like, it would be stupid for any organization to come out and
be like, he's not our guy,
and not do what they've been doing so far.
Well, I mean,
because
Indianapolis over in the corner.
No, I'm just I'm saying like.
Well, that's a different story. I mean, like, I know what you're saying, Dan, because here it is. You can't come out as an organization for a guy who you didn't have expectations of making the playoffs, and the guy took you to the playoffs through his legs, not his arm, whatever, but you still wind up through the playoffs with him. He got you wins. And if you come out to automatically say that we still want to be like, we want to improve the quarterback position, it's gonna make if I knew I was a quarterback, it's like I don't know if I want to go there because I don't feel like I always want to look over my fucking shoulder.
Not even only so much that, like if they don't come out and say anything, or like, I mean, Christ, there's literally you've got organizations like blatantly coming out saying that they're looking at other other quarterbacks around the league.
Yeah, Washington Condos are dialing everybody.
Like if you aren't there supporting your quarterback and basically making it known that you're looking for somebody else to replace him, and then at the end of the day, if you got to come back next season and roll with that guy, how do you think he's going to feel?
Yep.
Right.
Now,
Exactly.
I think Hurts is a lot more stable mentally, and like he's more well prepared to
He can
handle
deal with
that
the
than a
crew,
lot of other
yeah.
guys.
Yep.
But it's
I
still like
like
a
Carson
fragile
Wentz.
situation, you know. Like
Mhm.
it's tough.
Well, the Colts situation is real unique too, because you're having Frank Reich say one thing, be like, "Yeah, he's our guy," and then you're having the GM be like, "We'll see."
Yeah.
Well,
see.
they're
We'll see.
they're
Which is
really
it?
I mean they this is unfortunately they're in a bad predicament because if you get rid of them, you know you eating that cap.
Yep.
And it's like it was going to be worse for them than it was for us this year. I mean,
Yep.
So, and then on top of that, what are you going to get back? And then you're right back on looking for another quarterback. So and you don't have a first round pick. So you're really putting yourself behind the 8 ball on that one. So that's why I think they're going to stick with Carson.
Yep.
And hopefully, next year will be a better year. I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. We got enough bad shit going on in the world. But it's, for that predicament, I mean, what can you say? I mean, I'm also feeling bad for Frank Wright. He really, stuck his neck out there for me. At least he admitted it on the podium. But he's catching a lot of fire in that damn front office. I know that for sure.
Well, if they don't do well next year, I can almost guarantee you he'll be gone.
Yeah, they clean the house.
Remember, it was all Frank Reich.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carson could do no wrong in Frank Reich's offense. It
wasn't Peterson who won the Super Bowl. It was Frank Reich.
Yeah, that's what everyone wanted to say. Be like, oh, the offense was all Frank. Okay.
Well, you got to give some credit to what was the quarterback coach? I'm not Filippo, but his name is
the fuck was it? I think it was DiFilippo.
It was DiFilippo.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to confuse him with the special teams. It seemed like
no. I don't even know where he's at now. But
Dave Phipp, he's
Dave
wherever
Phipp.
the fuck he is.
Yeah, I don't even know where he is now.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, like, to me, I think he was the real, because apparently he was always putting his foot up on Carson.
He was giving him shit all the time.
Yeah, so I'm like, it might be hard criticism, but guess what? It helped him perform. So I'm like, you got to give some credit to that too.
Yeah,
but
it's also partially his fault too, because he just refuses to change as a quarterback. Because he said a million times when reporters suggest, be like, oh well, why don't you? I know the coaches have talked to you about doing this. Why wasn't it done this way, that way? He's like, well, I am who I am, and that's what he says every time. He says it every time.
And that's what I'm saying. That's another quarterback. We know that he can throw the ball, but guess what? It's mentally he can't get out of his own way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You can't say that he does not have all the tools and the attributes in the world, because he was right there competing for an MVP, but mentally it's just not there.
Yeah, and that was 5 years ago.
Yep. Exactly.
That's
so I'm like this. Sometimes you gotta like this. You can have all the greatest attributes, greatest arm, but if mentally you're not there, I mean, as a quarterback, it's all about mental process.
Yep.
And knowing when to get rid of it, knowing when to just eat. Just take a L and live for a next down.
Live for another day.
Yep.
So.
And listen, if it doesn't work out in Indianapolis, this is going to be wherever he goes. It's going to be his last chance. As a starter, I think it's going to be his last chance. Other than that, he's going to be riding the bench for the rest of his career. So I mean, he's made his money. So I can't.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even say if he goes to another team, I don't even know he'll be a starter. He's going to be competing.
I'm done.
Yeah.
He could go to the Steelers and the Broncos.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It really has to be a true quarterback needy team.
Well, the Steelers need to. If he's going to go to the Steelers, they have to get an offensive line because their offensive line's awful.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, if he's going
And
to go
plus,
anywhere,
they're already looking at Kenny Small Hands or Baby Hands Pickett.
Yeah,
I-
Pickett's gonna be good. I don't care what anyone says.
yeah, I think he's going to be fine.
Hand size is the
Yeah,
most.
trust me. I think he's gonna be fine too. I just laugh
Which is
because
funny. Which is funny about that is that like so Desmond Riddle, who has like way bigger hands than him, has like way more fumbles than he does.
Does he?
Yes.
Interesting.
I mean, hey, that's what I say. The combines is all this measurements. I'm like this. It's all about what you got in your chest and how you attack the game, man.
Yeah,
Because if you don't have heart and if you don't have heart and you ain't trying to come out every single, every time you're on that field and you're not trying to win.
How great the combine is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like judging a wet t-shirt contest.
It's all the same.
Yeah, all the same.
They just look different. It's all the same.
Just all you judge them by measurements. Yep.
But I don't know. I think the older I've gotten, and I don't want to be that guy. Like the more I've watched and just
better in my day.
The less stock I just put into the combine. I don't pay attention as much.
No, the
fact that they have fans now. The fact that they have fans there now just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, that's just too weird for me. I don't like that.
Why are you having fans there? Like it's just
I don't get that one either. But the only stock I took into when the combine is like, okay, what I'm seeing on game tape, okay, how tall is this player? Like that's what I'm looking at. It's like how really tall is this player? Okay, for a wide receiver, how well does he catch? Like because you're getting balls thrown from different quarterbacks, and I'm like, okay, if it's in your vicinity, are you making that catch?
Right.
That's how I judge that. And as far as linemen, just how well do they move their feet?
Mm-hmm.
You can like certain drills you can't say that can translate to football. Like lineman drills, defensive drills, like you can really see how well do they bend? How are they? Do they gotta look down at their feet sometimes? Right. There's certain things I can see because I did play on the line, but as far as like quarterback and game tape. Running back game tape.
Running backs though like translate so much easier because for them it doesn't change that much. Like nothing really changes. It's just just the game speed's faster. That's really it.
Absolutely.
For running backs, you can just go right in.
And how well do you hold on to the ball? I mean, yeah, you can incorporate some catching with the running backs too, but you know what you get, especially on the game tape.
That's the issue with where the league's at now. At least the trend is right now with how disposable the position is. Like that's the trend right now because all these running backs, Saquon, he might not be in New York after this year.
Yeah, he's the last one that's as far as
like a top running back
to be drafted in the top 5. It's going to be a long time before we see that ever happen again because they seeing now. Trying to draft a bell like a top 5 or drafting a top 5 running back is just it's not it anymore.
No.
You better off drafting like in the 3rd or 4th round for a running back and getting that nice volume of production and running by committee because that's the thing about it. And teams are now realizing you're gonna have a running game by committee now. You're gonna have your big back, you're gonna have your twitchy back, and you're gonna try to have that one back that can hide but is gonna give you like just burner speed.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. We have anything else before we wrap up?
No. Nah.
You put MLB on there. I know we were going to talk about it, but
I mean, Rob Manfred's an idiot.
Yep.
Plain and simple. I think most of the other shows.
Well, hey, that's why I was like,
but it's just
it's still on lockdown. So I mean,
it's a disgrace what they're doing to the game of baseball, and it's just the owners don't care. That's what that tells me.
That's why it's the third sport now. You know, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I would still give back. I mean, as far as worldwide, worldwide. I mean, of course, that's soccer, but or foosball over here because I'm over here now. But as far as basketball, football now is starting to really trying to make it its way around the world. But in America, yeah, it's baseball is number 3, and that's sad because how do you go from number 1? Well, it might even be lower because of MMA. Which, by the way, watch the fight tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's it's going to be a bloodbath.
Okay.
Very personal.
Yeah.
Got Masvidal.
Yeah, we'll see. Did you see his tattoo, by the way?
Who, Masvidal?
It looks awful.
It's supposed to be like that Thanos thing. I only
it's like his new logo or something. It looks.
Oh.
No, it's Ben Askren's tattoo. I'm sorry, Ben Askren's.
Oh,
it's the dumbest.
Hell no.
Or actually, no. I'm sorry. It was Masvidal's. What am I saying? It's like his new logo tattoo. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Man. I don't. Hey, whatever. Because I got tattoos too, so I'm like, if you love it, hey, I'll just give you a thumbs up. It's on your body, but
no,
just
Todd,
like
listen. This is bad.
Go ahead, post. Yeah, put it up so everybody can see.
Right, hold on a minute. Give me a moment. I will.
Well, in the meantime, because I could say like Cody Rhodes, I mean, he's getting ready to go to the WWE with that.
No, he's not.
Ugly ass neck tattoo. Ugh.
Oh, he's about to go. He's about to go to Ring of Honor is where he's going.
But
you think that's where he's going?
AEW
because remember the AEW just bought Ring of Honor. I'm calling it right now. He's going to lead some crazy Ring of Honor revolution in AEW.
But that means he's still part of AEW.
Technically, I think that's I think that this whole thing was a plan from day one.
So hold on, I have it right here.
Because WWE been dropping his name, and you know how WWE works. They ain't gonna drop your name unless they know.
I mean, they also did the whole Sting tease, and that went nowhere.
Yeah, but all right, Todd. So you want to see it?
Yeah, let's go.
So Ben Askren commented on it too on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw like it's some Thanos.
So what
shit.
a stupid logo, and then you zoom in on
horrible placement too.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what is
wow.
that? Like what is that?
Man. Like that's him.
You have
that's him doing that fucking knee. Yeah, he's trying to do that knee. Like that's why Ben Askren comment on it because that's where he did that knee on him. But I don't know. Okay, that's supposed to be like a tree and. Wow, and why he had to do like the whole Thanos jewels
zoom out a little bit. Look at the placement, like where it's
at. The placement's terrible in the line work. Oh,
yeah, it's just bad. I don't know why. Like, why not just get it there? Like, why not?
Put it on your rib,
on your shoulder.
Yeah,
the back of your shoulder.
That's just a stupid spot to put it. And I'm not even like a real tattoo guy, but like, why put it? Doesn't look good.
If he loves it,
whatever.
Hey,
whatever.
Yeah, that's how I got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's got to live with it. I'm sorry. If I'm putting ink for one, that's why I always, know your artist. Check out their work. Make sure their line work is clean, and then how you when you get it done, make sure it's gonna look good after it's healed because that doesn't look like it healed properly. And but hey, that's him. Showing off of that logo.
Did you guys see what Dana White said about Cain Velasquez?
What did he say?
Oh God.
Basically just saying that like he shouldn't, like no charges should be filed and stuff like that.
No charges should be filed.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I didn't even pay attention to exactly what happened with that.
Well, it was a mixture of a lot. Like there's a domestic dispute. He discharged a firearm, and I don't know if it was part of the relative. Like, there's been a lot of stories. Like one, it made it seem like he was defending a family member from molesting a family member.
A sexual predator.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, then he got flipped to a sexual predator, and it's all over the place.
That is
Yeah, I
crazy.
need the full story before like I'm able to say like how I
Yeah,
feel.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna call
Yeah.
him like I can't. I don't make no quick judgments. All I know is he's dealing with 11 accounts, and it's when a story is just all over the place. I don't snap to judgment. I gotta wait till I get all the facts.
That's why if I was Dana, like I'm normally like for the most part with Dana White, I'm with him with a lot of the stuff that he says, but
Yeah.
that I was like, you probably should have just
Yeah,
chalked it up and be like I'm gonna wait for more information to come out.
Just say,
absolutely.
hey, I'm still UFC sends her the support. I hope everything turns out for the better. Yada yada yada. That you should have just went with a political answer.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing that was one of another superstar that you was trying to back because he was a Mexican and needed that popularity down there, but at the same time, you don't snap to judgment like that. It's never a good look.
Right.
Because you don't want to be or something where all the facts come out and then you're looking like you got pie on your face, like, oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it's going to be a nice slate of fights, and like I said, I'm going to go with Masvidal because I love Kobe in the ring. Or in the octagon, but God Almighty, sometimes his mouth just get on my nerves.
Yeah.
God Almighty.
Yeah, I hear you. But we got anything else before we get out of here?
No.
Nah.
All right, fam. As always, we appreciate you. Appreciate you coming on, Todd. Appreciate you as always.
Hey,
Sixers won.
Likewise.
Sixers won. Sixers are on a hot streak. Hopefully, they also win again tomorrow. But Rob Manfred still sucks. MLB owners suck. And they're killing the game of baseball. So,
hey,
hopefully we get back
we're
soon.
wasting great talent, man. That's all you can say. Just wasting great
you-
talent, and people is in their prime, and it's just.
Well, if you also marketed your players, then you'd be a lot more profitable and you'd be a lot more popular. But you have one of the best guys to possibly ever play the game in Mike Trout, and you'd hardly ever market him.
Oh hell no, that's bad, man.
It's a joke. They don't market their players. They don't promote their players. It's a disgrace. But it's another story for another day. Hopefully, when we come back next week, they'll agree to a deal. But I doubt it.
No.
But as always, we are brought to you by Gleason's Bar. Gleason's Bar is located at 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, PA. Use promo code A2D for 10% off your order, whether you dine in, take out, or order online at Gleason'sBarandSteak.com. Promo code again is A2D for 10% off your order. And also, while you're here, become an A2D member. Like, subscribe, hit the follow, share with your friends. We're also available on all podcast platforms, Spotify, Spreaker, Google Play, Apple Podcasts. We're everywhere. So tell your friends, share it around. Tell them you love A2D Radio. We're taking over. Takeover is real. But in the meantime, if you've been here for a while, become an A2D member. And all of our members will tell you they made great money after becoming a member. Perks include appearances on shows, members only live streams, special shout outs, weekly sports picks for Money Pop Podcast and Willie Vegas. Telling you, Nate will make you some real good money. If you remember, Nate's made us a lot of good money. Same thing with Wilson.
I mean, that's the only reason why I wish baseball would came back, because Nate he brings out the broom when it comes to baseball picks.
Yeah, exactly. And also, if you don't belong to a sports book, go to BetUS. BetUS is the leading online sports book who's been in the market for over 25 years. You can bet anywhere in the U.S. on everything. Use the link right below in the comments. Get a 125% sign-up bonus. You're not going to get that anywhere else. 125% sign-up bonus. That's absolutely insane. But, guys, as always, love you. From Jake Friel, Dan Triok, Pete Young, and our guy, our favorite.
The black guy.
I didn't want to go. Didn't want to go there. Didn't want to go there, Tom. But okay.
Hey, you got to, man. It's okay. I don't mind it.
Guys, we
all
appreciate
fun.
you. Appreciate you for coming on. Fam, we appreciate you for watching, sticking through. We'll catch you back next week on another edition of Fan Friday. Later, guys.